Hello everybody, welcome. I'm a little bit behind here, as usual. I got my boxes. I just gotta actually get them to the desk. Got box one here, got two tonight. Hoping for some good silver, that's the deal, right? That's the idea. Let's see if we don't have to be as zoomed in for this one. There we go. Kind of scoot some stuff around here. All right, so I got a $half box. I got two of them actually. We're gonna try to squeeze two boxes in here tonight. It shouldn't be too bad to do that. I'm not expecting it to be a problem because we flew through one box fairly quickly last weekend. So I'm expecting it to not be too bad. Just excuse me for a second. I'm finishing the setup here. And we should be good to go. Grab that, stuff it over there. That can go there. Oh, come on. Oh, it does grab both. Perfect. Alright. Very nice. And change that. Change this. Okay. Hope everyone had a good weekend. I certainly did. Took time off the coin roll hunting. Spent it with some family, friends. But we're back. In the event that both of these boxes are brand spanking new $half, on the very off chance they are, I still have some of those customer hand-wrapped rolls that we can look through, so I will probably be doing that. Just mute my phone over here. And we'll get this thing open. Hope everyone's having a good day. It got a lot warmer out here, so finally, New England was taking its sweet time getting out of the freezing cold weather. So, all right, let's see what we got. See if anything jumps out at us right off the bat. Oh, hello. Oh, wait, hold on. I got my ear up. Hold on. Let me remember my dates. So I don't look like an idiot. Hold on. Never mind. That was a lie. I picked that one up for no reason, I think. Halves. It's not that hard. I don't know why I always struggle on these. Silverclad to 1970. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Matt, hey, how are you? Hey Luke, I'm sorting some buffaloes, so I'll be in and out, but good luck. Hey, that's a good, anytime you can look through buffaloes is a good time. Okay, so we're looking for 70 and before, essentially. I'm just scanning through here, seeing if any enders pop up, because I did miss an ender last time. Our very first 40% silver was an ender, and I completely missed it. I do see a 2010 right here, so that's going to be an NAFC. The rest of it, don't really see the right color for it, but we'll just get rocking and rolling and see what comes up here. I'm going to try to keep this box on my desk. I was doing some sorting earlier today, so there's a couple tube rolls laying around here. Let's put this over here. There we go. Nice. All right, we're going to get going because we got two boxes of this stuff to do. Mackie, hey, how are you? Hey, from South Carolina. Nice. I love South Carolina. Love it. Thankful to finally be here for the live stream. I always have to catch your stuff overnight while working. Oh, man. Well, hopefully, being a Sunday night, hopefully you get a nice night in here. I know we got a couple people in the stream who work nights, work longer hours, so anytime we can get everybody here in the stream is a good time. But I visit South Carolina quite a bit. We got friends down there, family friends, and they always love having us down there, so it's very nice. I wouldn't want to go down in the middle of summer, but in January, it's pretty nice down there. For a New Englander like me, it's perfect temperature. We'd go down there and our friends say, oh man, we're sorry it's so cold down here. And we go, what are you talking about? This is great. It's It's a perfect temperature. They're there in sweaters and stuff when it's 60 degrees out, but that's considered super nice for us. I didn't consider a dump box here. That's my bad. I'm gonna have to use an old $half box here. So you know what, for now, I think I'll just push them to the side. Just to keep us rolling. There we go. That just works. That just works. But yeah, I'm glad you can finally catch a stream. Unfortunately, you're catching a $half stream, so it could be complete bust, or could be really good. We don't really know until we start going. Alright, I gotta remember, 2001 is the last year of normal mintage here until 2020. I'm gonna pick those NAFCs out, you know? And we were lucky enough last hunt to pick out a proof as well as a 64. So, 64, or no, excuse me, a 19, what was it? Oh, it was a 67, 40%er. As well as the 92 proof, I think. I've been coin roll hunting for 15 years, primarily nickels. Love nickels. Nickels are great. I'll hunt anything. Went to my bank the other day for a box of nickels, and lady flat out told me no because people just go through them and bring them right back. Yep. That's the idea, lady. That's a shame, though, that they said no. They really should. Oh, yeah. They shouldn't tell you no, because that's what the bank is there to do, is to carry out your transactions. I don't know if you've been bringing them straight back to the same bank, but 71. So I spread out between, I pick up from a couple different banks. My bank has a couple branches around where I live, different locations, different people. So I spread my time out around the different banks around us, but that really sucks that you hit a roadblock right there. 15 years, they don't know you there by now? Unless you knew the lady and she was having a bad day. That's another possibility. I've met some, what's a nice word for it? Excuse me for a second. Jeez, got something stuck on my throat. There we go. I've met some less than friendly people, we'll just say that, working as tellers so far doing this. So those banks I just avoid. It's like, well, alright, fine. If you're just going to be rude or whatever, or just be condescending for no reason, I'll just go to a different bank. I'll take my business elsewhere. One of the branches of my own bank actually pushed me to opening another account at another bank down the road from me. Because they were so rude, I didn't want to deal with them, right? So now I have another account with a different bank near me, one that's not my primary bank. And tellers there are super nice. They know what I do. You know, you slowly build up a little relationship with them, and then all of a sudden everything's hunky-dory. They know exactly what I do, and they're interested in it and all that. So I show them. As long as I bring in anything cool that I found to show them, they're happy. They're more than happy to order me nickel boxes. That's another thing. If you keep coming in just asking for the boxes without ordering them, that I have been told no before because of that. You know, because businesses in the area need to be able to have access to boxes of change at a moment's notice. So I exclusively order in my own orders of coins just to avoid that. So when I'm there, I'll just say, hey, for next week, can you get me a box of $half, 2 boxes of nickels, whatever it is, right? And usually they're fine with that because you ordered it in yourself. They belong to you. They don't have to hold it for a bank or whatever. That just seems to work out. Right, now I need the dump box. Maple, hey, how are you? Congrats on picking all of your winners for your giveaway there. That was really nice of you. Very kind of you. Oh, gee. A lot of turnover with bank employees since COVID, it seems. Always new people in there. I usually just dump them back into Coinstar so I don't have to roll them again. Yeah, I don't like Coinstar just because I have to pay them for coins I already bought, right? A fee to turn them in. So I'm thankful that my primary bank, sorry if that's loud, I'm putting the box down. I'm thankful that my primary bank, I should probably dump these out too, has coin machines in their branches in my state. But they don't have coin machines in their branches out of this state. So I guess I got lucky there. You know. And the coin machines in their banks, in their branches, they don't charge me a 10% fee or whatever just for putting my coins in. It's completely free. So that I'm happy about. I wanted to do it this way because there's a 2010 there, right there. Oh, let me toss this. But yeah, that's a shame. You know, the tellers are in and out of there all the time. Sometimes you get younger people who don't know what you're talking about, or they don't understand. If there's no supervisor there that understands what you're asking, they just give you the blank stare too. So here's our 2010, our first NIFC. It's got a ring of death on it, but it's NIFC, so we'll keep it. First one of the hunt, right there. But yeah, I don't roll my own coins either. The bank down the road from me, the one I open new accounts with, they don't have a coin machine either. But they're more of a pickup bank for me. They order nickels for me. That's where I get most of my nickels. I'll occasionally pick up a box or two from my primary bank. But if I don't order it, I don't usually pick up from them anymore. But while I'm there and I ask them, you know, the tellers are on pretty good terms with me with my primary bank in most locations besides the one down the road from me. They don't mind. I feel comfortable asking them, like, hey, do you have an extra box today? You know, if you let me have it, I'll pay for it, no problem. But if you can't give it to me, I completely understand. It's not a big deal. So I just opened a new account at another bank last night because of this. I'm glad you mentioned this. Emptying and closing my account at this other bank this week. Yep, sometimes you just gotta move on. If all it's doing is holding your money, like if you're not in any special bank accounts, like interest accounts or whatever, special savings accounts, I know some people have particular ones, you're not tied to them. And banks need to know that. Like, we're not reliant on you. We can put our money wherever we choose. So yeah, use that. Go elsewhere. Go to places that will cooperate with you, the banks that will meet your needs. That's what the bank's there to do, right? It's to serve your needs. So if I need 2 boxes of nickels every week, I'm going to go to a bank that can get me 2 boxes of nickels every week. 64 heavily accented hair. That is a filly, isn't it? Oh wait, that's silver. Okay, never mind. I don't have to worry about it. Which one was I looking for? 74 Denver. That's the one. I kind of went into autopilot. I forgot the ones I'm supposed to pick out. And then 87, right? Yes, 87. Okay, so 74 Denver has the double die, and then the 87 is NIFC. Okay, these can go over here. But yeah, I asked to order, and they offered to pay the fee and all. No luck. Really? Wow. I mean, they're just being jerks at that point. It doesn't cost them anything, right? Yeah, that's unfortunate. There wasn't a lot of comments, so I thought it'd be easier just to award to everyone. Hey, if you got a dime for everybody, that's very kind of you, very generous of you. We appreciate that. I can't wait to get mine, so. You familiar with that south of the border place on I-95 at the North Carolina-South Carolina border? I live a few miles from that. I don't know. I don't think so. I'm sure you passed it traveling. I'll be honest with you, every time I've been down to South Carolina, I flew down. So, I haven't driven down there myself personally yet. I have family members who did, but when I only have a week to go down there and I can't be bothered to drive, I'll just fly down there. Like, you know, if I have to get back for work, I'm not going to hang around and, you know, worry about driving or setting time aside for the trip itself. I'd rather make the trip in just a couple hours by flying. Tickets from, you know, Hartford or Boston down to South Carolina are not that expensive. I'm trying to remember what I paid last time. What was it, like? It was like $80, something like that. I mean, I haven't flown in the past year or so. I don't know what airline tickets I've been doing, but I fly down. I do my best to fly down on the cheapest days, like, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, or whatever. Just business class, or, you know, coach or whatever. Cheapest upon cheap, no baggage, whatever. I don't care. Usually I can get down there and back for under $200, you know. And it's nice to have, it's always nice to have people who will pick you up at the airport and stuff. There's a 2009, look at that. I don't have one of these yet. 09 Denver. I wonder if these are low mintage. You know, 09 was the big low mintage year in the United States here for coins, so. Well, not all coins, yeah, but most of them. Relatively, not really. 1.9 million it says, so. Still cool to have an 09. I don't have one. There we go. Sorry, I'll shut up so you can concentrate. I'm just excited to be here. No, don't worry about it. I like it when people talk to me because then I feel like I'm not talking to myself. And if I have to guilt trip people into talking to me, so be it. No, I like it. That's partially why I decided to stream this stuff instead of just going through these boxes at my kitchen table alone, you know? I want to share the experience with people and might as well hang out and chat with people while I'm down here. But no, when I was, every time I've been to South Carolina, it was, let me see, last time, we always flew into Charleston, and then last time we stayed, it was this town, oh boy, what was it? It was like 35 minutes west of Charleston. That's where our friends they lived in a condo, and they moved then they bought a house out there, and then I think they're buying a new house again. They got money, they just move around. Super nice people, but that's the area I hung around, so we'd have to drive out to Charleston, you know, during the day and whatever. But, you know, 30 minutes, that's not that bad at all. From what I remember from my trip last time, we just went to a couple breweries, and I went to Fort Sumter. That was cool. We took the ferry out to Fort Sumter. We did have to, because we were in Charleston for the day or something like that. So we just decided, you know what, let's take the tour, go out there. It was a pretty fun experience. What was the other place we went to? We went to another museum or something out there. It's 2003. Another NFC. They had the old slave market in Charleston. I think we went to that museum. And then we went to a military history museum. Or maybe not military history, but Oh, yeah, it was. It was a combination military history and military vehicle museum. It was pretty neat. I'm awful at remembering names of stuff, so uh, yeah, I just remember it was in Charleston. That's what I remember. Or maybe it was just outside the city. Now I'm second guessing myself. I'm not too sure. But yeah. Every time I've been to South Carolina, though, it was either January or March, and the temperature was perfect. I can't imagine how hot it is in the summer. And I'm not interested in really finding out either. You know, at one point I thought, maybe I'd like to move down here, and then I remembered it being 70 degrees on like January 4th, and thinking, alright, well, if it's 70 now, oh, the summers are going to be brutal down here. I'd be trading, you know, the winter snowstorms away from up here, which, you know, could be nice. But I don't really mind snowstorms at the end of the day. They're not that bad. When you get them back to back to back, they start getting annoying, but overall, it doesn't bother me too much. 01 doesn't count, right? I think that was last year. So we'll double check. Yeah, last year of circulation strike. 74 Denver. There's no way picking out a double die on that, though, am I? Nope, it's not there. I could kind of see it. And by kind of see it, I meant not the double die, but see the area that would have the double die. It's awesome. I love that whole area from Charleston all the way to Savannah. Haven't gone down to Georgia yet. I've been to Florida a couple times, but Georgia was always just that flyover state. I think there's some cool stuff down there that I think I'd like to go see though sometime. Anything that has like older American history around here, I like going to. So what's going on here? This rim is huge. Is that the same size? It's a little bit bigger. You guys see that? Actually, you probably can't. I'll show you what I see. This rim is gigantic compared to this one. I don't know if the camera likes to show it very well. What's up with that? I mean, I know we get off coin strikes all the time, but that's not off. It's still dead center. I think this one's slightly bigger than normal. I tried to line it up. I think it is a little bigger. The camera doesn't show it very well, but there is a slight edge sticking out around of the other coin. I've never seen that before. Nice thick edge on it. Oh gee, now I just moved my camera all over the place. There we go. That'll work. That'll be fine. Hey Steven, hey, how you doing? Yes, Steven, you won too. we all won. Summer definitely sucks here. Don't blame me at all. Yeah, no, I have a feeling that it's rough. I don't need to go down there to find out though. Not interested. Because I'm a New Englander. You know, once it starts climbing over 80 degrees, we start getting hot. So, but we can be outside, and like today it was 40 degrees out. It felt amazing. Felt like spring. You know, no coats. Went out in just t-shirts. It was fantastic. But you flip it in the heat in the other direction, and we don't handle that too well. Oh yeah, also Steven, I have to send you your stuff. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, you gave me your address already. I gotta send you stickers. I got some coins for you, and I also have some bills I will not mention what they are, but those will be coming your way as well. So I have a couple things for you for hanging around so long and helping out the YouTube algorithm by spamming my chat. Appreciate that. And for winning your war with Nightbot too. 72. And there's 71 with a big room on it too. Maybe that is a common error, I just don't really know about it. Set them aside for now until I know otherwise. That's new to me. We got here 71, 79. I got one more roll and then I gotta dump dump this pile off my desk. We got way more than one roll left, but we gotta start clearing this area off. And then I think I'm gonna steal Maple's idea, and I have some ideas for giveaways that I want to try. So since we did pass 100 subs a while ago, I probably should do one. And I've had some time to think about it, so I have some ideas of what I want to do for that, but no spoilers yet. But Steven, you'll win it automatically, and then I'm gonna send this when I send stuff back to Maple after I get a return address for him. He's gonna get whatever I give away too, so you guys will win right off the bat. But for other people, I will have a giveaway on the channel soon. So okay, get my dump box up here. Let's clear this desk off. I'm just gonna mute the microphone because this is going to be loud. Give me 10 seconds. Alright, yeah, that was bad. That was like 10,000 decibels or something. That was ear piercing just even for me. Alright. Moving on. Jonelle, hey, how are you? Have you found any flowing hair Kennedys yet? Not yet, but I am looking for them. Hold on, let me just remember. That's 64, right? Yeah. I know I'm not gonna miss it because if it's 64, I'd pull it out for the silver anyway. So, but we haven't found any. This is only our third box of half dollars I've ever done, so we haven't pulled a 90%er yet. We did find a 40%er last time, as well as a 92 proof. Actually, I have them here. Found this one last time, 92 proof. Starting to react, but what are you gonna do? And then our first 40%er was this 67 Philadelphia. So we're new to this. We're new to this. I'm just going to be happy with having 90% silver in the first place, so if it's a flowing hair Kennedy, that's just a bonus. But I'm hoping to maybe pick some out today because these dates have looked pretty good. We're getting pretty consistent low 70s here. Looks way better than than the first box we did. For anyone who missed it, the first box we did, I'm pretty sure 50% of it was all brand new 2019, 2021s, you know, right after they turned them back into intended for circulation strikes. So, brand new, mint state, but not what we wanted. So that whole first box, no wonder we didn't get any silver, because most of our chances were taken up by those 2021s. But we're looking for, we're checking 74 Denvers for the double die. We're looking for 87s for the NAFC. And then any silver, obviously. And then any modern NAFCs, which we have over here. We found a 2010, 2009, and a 2003 so far in this box. And we're not even halfway done yet, so. And I got a whole other box with me. Very nice. I've only done 2 boxes so far and found 140%. Feels like a lot of work for so little. Yeah, but if you're doing this to make money, you're in the wrong you're in the wrong area. I do it more for fun and for long-term collecting. So that's why I like streaming it and more talking to everybody while we do it, but the silver is the added bonus and the goal, of course. But yeah, you gotta have a lot of patience. It's not it is face value silver, but it's a lot of work. It is. A lot more 74 Denvers today, though. Mackie, can you explain to me what constitutional silver is? Could have just looked it up, but I figured it'd be cool to ask you directly during the stream. No, absolutely not a problem. This is actually something I've been researching and am going to be getting into buying soon. I tried to get some recently, but the coin shop I went to was not what I thought it was. It was more consignment. But I did pick up some cool stuff from there. But anyway, that's besides the point. Constitutional silver. Any silver that was made in the United States, basically. When people talk constitutional silver, they're mainly talking about older silver quarters, 90% silver quarters, dimes, and half dollars. That's mostly what they're talking about. So, the way that people sell constitutional silver, also called junk silver, that's what some people will call it as well. Interchangeable, same thing. As long as it's United States junk silver. The way people sell junk silver is basically by face value, or a multiplication of face value. So, 2003, another Philly, NFC, sorry. So if you go to the coin shop and they have, let's say you want to buy 4 silver quarters from them. Let's say they're all 1960, right? You want to buy 4 1960 silver quarters. They're 90% silver. So 4 quarters is $1 face value, obviously. Generally, they'll have a price that is a multiplication of face value. Nowadays, what is considered a good deal or okay deal or what to expect is 23 to 23.5 times face value. So that just means for that $1 in quarters, you're paying like $23 or $23.50 for the silver, which is roughly just like a 10% markup or so of what the silver value actually is. Yeah, but if you're lucky and you're somebody like Steven who has coin shop friends, he gets 20 times face because he's a lucky man. Not all of us have friends in high places though, so we get usually around 23 times face value right now. If you want a good resource, what's it called, guys? Coinflation app? Steven can verify for me here, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Coinflation app will tell you, it'll let you know what the current value of silver. Actually, you know what? Let me just show you. That'll be easier. I got my phone here. What am I doing? Coinflation. All right, here it is. This is the app. It'll show you the silver ounce value right now. And this is actually a good way of buying junk silver. You go US silver coins, whatever you're looking at. Let's use our example from earlier, 32 to 64 Washington quarters. So these are 90%. It goes up here, you say, all right, the dealer has 4 of them, I want to buy 4. So the silver value is right there. So if you pay at or under this price, it's a good deal. Most dealers will charge like 10% markup on this, right? Most of them. So if you can get this for $24, that's probably a good deal, you know, if you can get those 4 quarters for $24. Because in a month, or a month or so, that silver value is going to catch up to what you bought it for. And if it's a long-term investment, if you're going to hold them for a couple years, if not decades, good deal over time. The general rule of thumb, I'm pretty sure what you do is you buy just little amounts every so often, and then your dollar cost average just evens out over time. As a long-term investments, that's what people mean when they say they stack junk silver or constitutional silver. So that also applies for the same example, dimes, right? $10 face value in dimes is still going to be worth about, or no, it's $1.40. Sorry, is that rule? But hold on, I don't want to mislead you. Let me clear my thoughts here real quick. $1.40 face value of any mixture of constitutional, whether it's 4 quarters and 4 dimes or 14 dimes, whatever, $1.40 should be about an ounce of silver, no matter which way you mix it, whether it's 2 half dollars and 4 dimes, whatever. Should be an ounce of silver. So if your $1.40 face value, if what they're asking you to pay is about the spot price of 1 ounce of silver, it's a good deal. Again, most dealers, they'll charge you a little bit more than spot value because they're a dealer. They want to make money, right? Those are general rule of thumbs, and if I just confused you by the way I laid it out, I'm sorry. But you don't need to know anything of what I just said besides the Coinflation app, which will literally just tell you what the current melt value of the silver is, and then you can make a educated decision on whether or not you think it's a good deal for you, right? Whatever the dealer's asking. So that's the idea. I'm hoping to start getting my first constitutional silver purchases, not this next weekend, but the weekend after is when I take my trip out to Pennsylvania, and I know multiple coin dealers out there, so that is the plan for that. Nickels are a whole other story. They do have silver in them. You know, these are all silver nickels, war nickels, but they're only 35% silver. So I think it's still considered constitutional, but the pricing is very different. So general rule of thumb for silver nickels is that the nickel itself weighs 5 grams. 35% of that is silver. So what was it? It's like a 1.75 or something like that. I'm going to show you the math I do. 5 grams in a nickel. 35% of that is silver. So you have 1.75 grams of silver in each one. And silver gram price roughly right now is $1 a gram. So if you pay $1.50 for a silver war nickel, you're up on silver, right? That's usually how it goes. You can also use Coinflation app for that. They have a war nickel conversion as well. So you literally just type in how many nickels you're looking to buy, and it'll tell you the melt value of the silver, and then you make a decision on whether or not you think it's a good deal for you to buy whatever the dealer is asking you for. I prefer to find my own silver war nickels, though. So I prefer to pay 5 cents a piece for mine. Sometimes at my club I get it for about 5% under melt. Yeah, that's a good deal. More benefits to clubs that I don't take advantage of that I should. The giveaways, the good deals, everything. Steven's at 150 in junk. Nice. Really stacking it. Didn't you just start not too long ago? I thought you started like a couple weeks ago or something. I appreciate the info. Heard you mention it a few times the other night and wanted to ask you. Good stuff. Looking forward to what you get on your family reunion trip. I absolutely will share it when I come back. So, because right now I just picked up a couple things at that coin shop while I was there because I didn't want to walk away empty-handed. But I didn't pick up any silver. Actually, I did. I picked up a dime. That's right. I picked up a mercury dime for $5. I overpaid for it for the junk silver, but it was in nicer shape. So I just wanted one for my collection because I don't really hunt dimes. And odds are, if I do find silver dimes, when I do a hunt of them, they're going to be rosies. So they're not going to be mercuries, especially not in nice condition. So for $5, I said, whatever, I'll buy it. And the silver note, you're right, Steven. Thank you. I did get that as well. I actually have the collection bag here too still, so if anyone's interested in looking at those again, I can pull them out here in a couple rolls. I don't mind. Fun fact, the 42 nickel with a P on the back is the first time Philadelphia was stamped on a coin. Yes, I did know that. Fascinating history. The more you know, huh? I heard that dealers give a lot less than melt if you try and sell your silver nickels. Yeah, I think it's because refining is more difficult, but in the future, if it's ever legal to refine them yourself, well, it is legal to refine it yourself. It's just you can't sell it knowing that it's, you know, that it was, what do you call it? I lost my train of thought. Oh, it's legal to melt them and refine them, but you can't sell it to a dealer knowing that it was once United States currency until the nickel is officially decommissioned and not considered legal tender anymore. At least that is my understanding of how it works. But in my case for silver war nickels, I'm holding on to them for the long haul. So, you know, even if you don't melt them for silver, for people looking to collect, you can sell them for like $2 a piece fairly consistently, like over silver price online on eBay to people who like them. So you don't really have to sell them to dealers if you don't want to. There's a market for everything somewhere. It just might not be in dealers because dealers don't really make a lot of money off of them. So if you sell them privately, absolutely can. Because if you go to a dealer, for example, you're not going to sell a 2024 Denver nickel to a dealer for $5. They're just not going to pay that to you, right? Sell it on eBay, it'll be gone in a minute, right? For $5 all day. So it's completely different markets, you know. Completely different markets. The professional or official dealer market and then the private market. I just think they're wild anytime. Just wanted to mention before I forget, I noticed the other night you got a dime and a hand-rolled nickel roll. I did. It is right here. Is it this one? Yeah. First silver dime was actually in those hand wrap rolls. It's a 64. Very first one. Barely made it, but it's silver. Next time you find one, pay attention to the quantity in the roll, because I've noticed that at least down here in my area, some people include a dime to make up for being short a nickel in their roll. Oh, nickel roll. Oh, you're talking about, okay, never mind. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I got you. Yeah, for hand wraps, that's true. I don't usually get hand wraps. This was kind of an exception. Just because the bank down the road from me actually accepts accepts hand wrap rolls from customers. My primary bank doesn't. So I kind of just ask about it every time I go in. And they've actually been setting them aside for me now. So good bank. Another reason to switch banks sometimes. Diggin' Dave, how are you? Good to have you in here, man. Dang, bro, every time I come on YouTube, you're live. We're grinding. Well, the silver's not going to pick itself, is it? Right? I love your videos, Dave. I really do. You got some good stuff. I didn't watch your penny video yet, but I saw it just came out. I was going to leave a comment, but I felt weird commenting without watching it yet. I didn't have the time today. Because yesterday, I gave my girlfriend the coin collecting bug, the coin hunting bug. So she wanted to try. And so I got her a box of pennies, right, to start off with. Because, you know, she wanted to pick out the wheat pennies and any other coin she thought was cool. So we were going through those rolls, and I said, like, you know, I bought the box, so if there's anything that I need for my collection, I'm going to keep it, just a heads up. Because I was giving her all the wheat pennies that I didn't need. I didn't care, you know. I'm not here to stack them for no reason, right? If I have them in my book, I'll let her have them. If it inspires interest in the hobby, then absolutely. But I'm glad it was in one of the rolls I opened up, so I didn't feel bad about it. I found my new oldest wheat penny. So we're down to 1910 now. Or no, 11. Hold on. I already forgot. It's in my book. Let me get it. Getting closer to 09. 11. Found that one yesterday. Pretty clear date. It's not bad at all. So we had 12. Now we're at 11. We're 2 years away. 2 years away from those 09s and the Indian head. So that is the idea. That was a good hunt. Unfortunate I didn't. Well, jeez, this is loud. Sorry. Unfortunate I didn't stream it, but I'd rather, I gotta spend time with her, so I'm gonna do that. Let me mute the microphone real quick. I'm gonna dump all these off my desk again. There we go. That was obnoxious for everyone involved, so. I think the silver war nickels are really cool. They are really cool. I'll have to remember that. I'll send you some. I have a couple things I'm going to send you, so definitely going to. I enjoy your lives. Hey, I really appreciate that. I really do. Was that my last date, Luke? No, surprisingly it wasn't. She wants to do more, so. Because, she knows I do this anyway, so she likes looking at the buffalo nickels and stuff I pull out, right? And she said, I want to try that sometime. So I said, well, start with pennies, because, they're cheaper, and you can keep a couple dozen of them, and you only lose, you don't even lose $1, so. No, she was happy. She went home with a whole stack of wheat pennies, I think like 18 or so. Here's another NIFC in 04. So she went home with probably 18 or 19 wheat pennies, couple Canadians, no King Georges this time, and some other ones she thought just were shiny and she wanted to keep, so. I took like a 2-week break, but I put in an order for next week. 4 halves, 4 quarters, 8 times, 5 nickels, and 15 penny boxes should keep me busy. Yeah, I think so. I think that might. Oh, gee. That's awesome. Love that. Have you been having any luck on the halves recently? And I know you said you were taking a break, but I don't think I've watched any of your $half videos. If you have any, I don't think I've seen any from you. I mean, we just got our first 40%er last time, so I'm very new to these. I'm kind of subconsciously doing these. I don't think I'm missing anything, but I'm enjoying talking to all of you guys, so. A couple 76s, but I think we're fine, yeah. 71, just kind of making sure I don't throw an 87 away or anything like that. I think it's 87. But I don't think I have. I definitely haven't thrown silver away. Definitely haven't done that. I want to be here when you get your Indian head big moment. Oh, it'll be a day, that's for sure. Can't wait. I'm going to have to wait, but I can't wait. It'll be fun. It'll be a good day. Even that, or even just a 1909 to show that I'm getting close. I don't care if it's a VDB. I don't care if it's an S. Just a 1909, you know? That's all I want. I want to prove that I can get back there to that date, you know? Just toned, dirty. All right. Cost you a whole 50 cents. Yeah, cheapest date I've ever been on. But breakfast this morning was $30, so I guess that balanced it out, right? Dang, I need to move to Dave's bank. Yeah. Yeah, Mackey's having a hard time getting boxes from their bank. It's unfortunate. Yeah, just, hey, if the bank's not serving you, you switch. And if they ask you why you're, emptying your accounts or canceling your accounts, you tell them straight up. It's because you're not doing what a bank should do, my needs at the bank are for coins. And if you can't give that to me, then I'm moving on. There's plenty of banks that would love to have your money in their accounts that they can spend, so it's supposed to work for you, not the other way around. Halves have been rough since 2022, in my opinion. A lot of hunters. I've only done 8 boxes for 25. I got 3 90%ers, 164, and 2 Benjis. No 40%, kind of weird. Huh. So you're getting quality over quantity at least. That's something. Hey, and 8 boxes though? 3 90%ers, and, well, 2 of them being Benjis. That's... I haven't even considered getting Benjis yet. I'm just looking to cross the 1970 threshold here. That's all I'm worried about. The day will be the peace dollar, huh? Or not the peace dollar, the Morgan... No, what is it? What's the half dollar? Why can't I think of it? Drawing a blank. Red book saved me. I already look like an idiot. Walking, that's what I was looking for. Walking Liberty, that one. They're pretty. Actually, I bought one at that coin shop. I got a good deal on it. Oh wait, or maybe it was a quarter. No, it wasn't. All right, hold on. I gotta get it back out now, just so I remember what it is. So for those of you who missed my coin shop trip, I'll do a little recap here. I got the bag still. I should probably finish this roll. Okay, there we go. Allow me to show you. I really wanted a silver certificate, so I bought one of those. They're actually pretty cheap. You can get them at a good price. This was one of the more expensive ones I picked out, just because they had nice corners. But most of them, they were selling them for like $2. So, very cheap, but I think they're cool that they say $1 in silver on them. And they're blue stamped, so it's always cool. And the date's nice and old, 1935 Denver. So I got that. To get to the coins I got. Okay, so I got a proof 70 San Francisco, I think. I don't remember if this actually is a proof or not. Did they frost them in 70? I feel like they probably did, and it's either a nice San Francisco business or it is a proof strike. I don't know, but it's very mirrory. The plastic doesn't really show it off, but I wanted a mercury dime too, so I bought this 37 for $5. What's the melt value on these? Like $2? I didn't really care because the detail was nice, and I don't have one. So again, my collection is fledgling. We've only been doing this for 2 months, and I haven't bought any coins at all. So this is kind of my dipping my toes in the water area. Oh, I guess if you need coin appraisals, these are the people I grabbed their card. They'll do appraisals over Gmail, by the way, if you're interested in these guys. I haven't used them yet, so I don't know if they're any good, but it's really the only coin appraiser in my area. So, what do we get? I wanted a shield nickel because they're my favorite nickel, and I haven't found one yet, so I bought one. Very worn down. It's the only way I could buy one that wasn't $100. So I bought this heavily worn $7 one. 67. You know, we're close to the Civil War here, but it's pretty flat. I think when we took it out, you could kind of see the detail, like some letters left, but the shield is there and the date is there. I just wanted one in my collection until I buy a nice one. Favorite design. Oh yeah, it was a Walking Liberty $half. I got it for $12, which is basically silver melt. I think I paid like 50 cents more. Let me look. See the beauty of coinflation here, right? Let's see. We're gonna do Walking Liberty half. What is this? Yeah, it's a 37. And one of them. 11.82. So I basically paid melt value for it, which I think is a great deal. No markup at all, right, on the silver. And honestly, I think from a numismatic perspective, it might be worth a little more because it's in decent shape. It's definitely circulated, but it's not awful. There's good detail on the eagle feathers too. I don't know much about these, but from what I know, this is okay shape, right? So I know they have pristine ones out there, but for literally melt value, I think I made out pretty good on that one. Do I have anything else in here? I think that's all I got. Yeah, that's all I got. So it was a little trip, but I wanted to start fleshing out my collection a little bit, so those are what I got. I like that design of that $50 too, so cool stuff. It's probably fake, but oh well. I don't think it is, but I guess you never know, really. All right, let me put that away. Let's get back to the $50. But yeah, I think maybe one day we might find a walking liberty in these, but it might take a while. Might take a while. I love pennies. There's a lot to look for. Yeah, I like that too. It's very... The ratio of how cheap it is to pick up, the ratio of how cheap it is to get to the stuff, the amount of things and the quality of stuff you can find is perfect. Good introductory coin collecting, and even for people who have done this for a while. There's just such cool stuff in pennies. Like I found, where's that 72S? Beautiful 72S. Oh, here it is. I gotta see if I can get these little spots of gunk off, but the toning on this one is beautiful. Of course, the glare is gonna not show the red, but it is pretty much an uncirculated condition as well, for being in this condition. So, just a beauty coin, you know. 72S isn't necessarily hard to find, but it being this old in that condition with that toning is beautiful. That was in one of the hand-wrapped rolls, which, by the way, we still have a ton to go through, so I am planning on doing the rest of those. I think I scheduled it already. I think it's for Monday, or tomorrow night. We're going to do the rest of those. And then I have to schedule the rest of the week. We'll see what else comes up here. But we're going to be doing more hunting as well. Because I know I want to do something Tuesday night. I just haven't decided what yet. We're getting there. I took some aluminum cans off a few weeks ago to the recycling place, and they paid me with a Kennedy half. That was unexpectedly cool. That is cool. I'm a person who I want to normalize the use of $2 bills again. So when I go to the bank, whether cash in a paycheck or pick up my coins from the bank, whatever it is, I'll ask the tellers if they have any $2 bills in their registers, and if they do, I just buy them. Most of the time, they only have 5 or 6 of them, but sometimes they have a lot, and I'll just buy them. Because they sell them for face value, still legal tender. They print them still to this day, and then whenever I get the opportunity, I will spend them. I pick out the old ones, obviously, or any cool serial numbers, but if it's nothing like that, if it's common or brand new or has been it's in circulated condition and I don't care to hold on to it, I'll spend them. And the looks you get are crazy because there's a lot of people who just don't understand that these are legal tender. They don't see them a lot. So that's how I imagine is the equivalent of receiving a $50 for your for your cans. It just instead of that, you're just paying somebody or leaving a tip, at the restaurant with a couple $2 bills, something like that. What state you in? I live in Connecticut, right on the Rhode Island and Massachusetts border, kind of up in the corner there. So that's a nice 2001, but not NIFC. So plus throw it away. You know what? It's pretty. I might throw it away, but we'll see. So I can get stuff from Connecticut and Massachusetts. Most of my stuff from the banks is all Connecticut. But I have grabbed some boxes from Mass before. They've all been Loomis, pretty normal stuff. But just to see if it was anything different. You could send me that Walking Liberty if you like. It's an EF. It's pretty nice. If I find another, I'm gonna keep this one. But if I get another good deal on one, I might send you one. We'll see. Actually, not a bad idea to do I could probably do a giveaway for one too soon. That'd be fun. But I have an idea for the first giveaway. I'm gonna do that first, and then we'll consider some other giveaway things. But I already have I got a shopping list for you, Maple, already. So you'll get a little care package, a couple different things. I have some ideas of things I want to put in it. I'll see which ones I end up deciding on definitely doing, but there'll be some cool stuff, and I think stuff you don't have. That's what I'm aiming for. So. Because I know you said you have a bunch of American bills, but I think there's some coins and stuff I can send you. So we'll see. We'll see. You'll just have to wait. But I need a return address first, so can't send you anything if we don't have an address for you. But yeah, I'm excited for my trip out to Pennsylvania because I know multiple coin dealers I can stop at. I'm hoping to get a decent amount of stuff that I can show off when I get back. So that's the plan. Maybe some Constitutional as well. Constitutional was the main goal. See if I can find good deals on it. Because I know a guy out there who does a good deal for silver rounds that I'll probably take advantage of. But I don't remember the previous years because I didn't really know what junk silver was either, or constitutional silver was either. So I didn't really know about that. So I wasn't paying attention to whether or not he had that or not. So we'll just have to see. I know he had silver rounds, I know he had silver bars, I know he had little gold bars. I bought gold from him years ago. That has already, because it's been so long, that has already paid for itself just fine. Gold made some decent moves in the last few years, so I was really happy with that. But I was a lot younger, so I didn't have a lot of money to put into gold, so I kind of bought the biggest gold I could at the time. Which was still a couple $100 worth of gold, but it wasn't a full ounce or anything like that. Couldn't afford that. But it did okay for me. It did okay. But now, thinking back on those years, remembering that they would sell silver for, like $14, $15 an ounce, and knowing and thinking at the time, oh man, that's expensive for silver, knowing what it is now, I wish if I had a time machine, right? There's a lot of things I'd do. Probably invest in Bitcoin before the whole 100,000 per thing, but that's not what life's about, right? There's no do-overs, so live and learn. Not overly optimistic for silver in this first box here, but we got a couple rolls left still, and we got a whole other box, so we'll see. I think we got a good chance for at least something. I was pretty happy about that proof last time, so another proof would be cool as well. I don't know how common that is, but... Alright, hold on. I'm going to mute the microphone again to dump these $50 out. I'm going to grab my box. Okay, I didn't really consider the dump box situation too well here, so give me a moment. Okay, there we go. I have some nickels for my next giveaway. Nice. Oh, I love those 45 victory nickels. I do like me those. I'm hoping to find one around here maybe, but I don't see a lot of Canadian stuff at my at the local dealers around here. I'm back. Looks like I missed a mountain of NAFCs. Yeah, we got a couple. 2010, 2009, 2004, 203s. This is just a nice 2001 that I'm making a decision on. And then two April 71? Yeah, two 71s with weird rims on them. One of them looks a bit oversized, and the other is an off-center punch. I might just toss it back, but we'll see. I usually pick stuff out, and then as I go through my hunt, I make decisions on things and then throw them away or whatnot. 95. 65. Okay. But no silver yet. But we got a couple rolls left in this box, and then we got a whole nother box to go. So, cautiously optimistic. At the very least, we'll walk away with some NIFCs. And I did see some marked coins in this box, so kind of a red flag right off the bat, right? It's another 2001. Kind of nice, kind of not. I don't know. Over here. But yeah. So I kind of just gave up on weighing these. Kind of spoils the surprise too, so if there is silver in it. Also, this takes a lot of time to weigh the rolls because I don't want to kill the batteries in my scale, so I'm not gonna leave it on the whole time. I'd rather just open the roll, and if it's a really shiny edge, then that's good enough an indicator for me. Or in the case of the ender last time that I completely missed, I'll just run into the date and figure it out in my brain area. That's the idea anyway. That was 76. Let's see. Man, I've been talking for a while. I'm gonna have to get a drink of water here. Came prepared. I got water. There we go. Thirst quenched for now. Yeah, we got little dots on them. Some of them were marked blue, and then there's a guy out there somewhere who's putting these big numbers on them, like 11,800, whatever, and something like that. Like, okay. Somebody's out there marking every single $50 they're looking at in permanent marker, you know. But I'm just happy that these are all at least old. They're not brand new, so gives me a little bit of confidence. Just a little bit though, not too much. Not too much to where my spirits would be crushed, right, if it doesn't work out. Just enough. The correct amount, or right amount. I also have to familiarize myself with what the edges of $50 look like normally. Philly. That was probably the, nope, wasn't that one. I don't know what I saw. Well, wasn't anything there anyway, so 71, 71, yeah, that one's got a mark on it as well. 34. half-dollar hunts are not so much that there is still silver floating around out there anymore. It's the hope that someone recently dumped some silver and it happened to get sorted into your box. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I still think it's out there, but also I think a lot of the older stuff, when people do run into it in circulation, they know that that's weird. Like, if someone sees a Walking Liberty on a $50, they're not going to spend it, right? Even if they don't understand that it's silver or anything, if they know nothing about coins, right? You're going to look at that and say, well, that's not normal, you know? That's probably something special, and they're at least going to look it up or something, right? Like, what the heck is this thing? So you're kind of hoping, yeah, like you said, that someone dumps a collection unknowingly or on purpose, and or there's stuff that's been kind of sitting in the sorting facility that finally gets thrown into a box, you know, after all these years. Stuff like that. But I'll give it a go. Do it even though the odds are slim. That's why, you know, quantity is kind of the key, right? Alright, but there we go. That was box 1. But worry not, for I have another box. I think we did okay though on NIFCs. We'll see what the next box looks like, see if it feels any different, you know. Alright, you again for dumping these off the desk. Okay, get the camera to stop shaking. That box is full. But we just emptied a box to dump the next box into, so that's the beauty of that. Let's open this one upside down. I think that's the trick. I'm sure that will magically change all of the rolls inside of here. What's the oldest buffalo you have so far? I can just check your score sheet. I forgot. Yeah, I'd say check the score sheet anyway because I don't know if I remember. 1916, maybe? I have the Buffalo book, but I haven't actually started filling it out yet. So, honestly, I'm not sure. So when you find out, tell me because whatever the score sheet says should be right. Actually, I don't know if I put the 1916 in there yet because I nickel-dated it. I think I counted it as a no date. I'm sure that was loud anyway, but come on, a lot of glue. Okay. Let's see. What do we got? Well, they don't look brand new, and there's no marks right off the bat, so that's decent signs. Oh, there's a mark here. Lots of 71s, 72s, one newer looking one here. I don't see any silver enders. I don't think so. But we'll get into them, see what we can find. They're definitely circulated. So that's, you know, green flag number 1 is circulated. Red flag number 1 is that one of them is, at least one is marked. But at least there's not a bunch of enders that are marked. Does the red book say what years are NAFC? Yes, they do. Red book. You gotta flip to the 2000s page. Starting at 2002, it'll put a little mark here to tell you to reference mark, D. D, not issued for circulation. The U.S. Mint produces circulation quality half-dollar coins at its Philadelphia and Denver facilities each year. Since 2002, in most years, these coins have been made available to the public only through direct purchase from the mint in mint sets for a premium over face value. 20 coin rolls or 200 coin bags, not through banks or general distribution. So those are the only ways you could get them. But it marks it right there, 2002 to 2019, I believe. I don't think they count 2020. They do count 2020. So after 2020, it goes back to normal, so to speak. Okay. Here we go. Box number 2. I got 71 and a 94 on the ends, but yes, the red book does have that information in it. So, Mackie, if the score sheet doesn't say anything about a 1916, then I'd say 1916 is the oldest one I've found. But, we found a 1903 V-nickel, though, so it's not the oldest nickel I've found. It's just the oldest buffalo I've found. That's why I like hunting nickels. So much cool stuff in it. One day we'll find a shield nickel in the wild. One day. It might take 4 years, but we'll find one. If I can find a V-nickel in my first month of doing this, I can find a shield nickel. I'm sure. Maybe. We'll get one. You do anything long enough, you'll get whatever you want, so. Haven't found any of those 87s yet. It's definitely not 86, right? Just make sure I'm not throwing that away. Yeah, definitely 87. Okay. 87 is also not intended for circulation, by the way, Matt. It was the only coin before that. Well, you know, in the Kennedys, that was not intended for circulation. 87 and then 2002 to 2020. We did find an 87, actually, in our very first box, so. Keep at it, we'll be here for the whole journey. 15 years in and still hunting my first Indian head. Yeah, no, it seems to elude a lot of people. I don't know how many of you are here for this story, but I have seen a Indian head penny very recently, and I actually got to play with it too. For those of you who are around, which I think is a couple of you, you'll recall a stream, I think 2 weeks ago, when we looked through my great-grandfather's coin collection. My grandmother inherited it, and then since no one else in the family seems to be interested in coins besides me, she offered to let me look through it. We did a stream on looking through that entire collection. When I went to their house to pick it up, and also my grandmother sets aside a lot of things. She wanted to give me some other stuff too. When I went to go pick it up, they asked if I wanted to look through their change jar. You know, they set change aside, and then, you know, twice a year they'll go turn it in for cash. They said, "You want to look through it before we turn it in?" I'm like, yep, absolutely. I got to look through it, and they said, "Oh, by the way, we did look through the pennies, though, real quick." And literally that morning, the morning before I went over there, she said, "Oh, by the way, this morning, Grandpa came home. He ran errands in the morning, came back from the store, and he dumped his pocket change in the dish there, right, with his keys and stuff on the dresser." And that's when they saw that my grandfather was actually given a 1903 Indian head cent as change. He had it in his pocket, didn't notice until he got home, and dumped it out there and said, "Huh, that looks weird." And they told me that is the first Indian head cent they had ever seen in their entire lifetime. So that kind of put it into perspective for me how hard these are to find in circulation, potentially, you know? I know people get lucky. So far it's not us for those, but when we do, we end up, eventually we'll do enough to where our luck will catch up with us, but them saying that kind of put it into perspective for me, and they showed it to me, they let me play with it, and I took some photos of it too. Beautiful coin. It was in circulation all those years, well over 100 years, and it was still in great condition. It's the way they punched those with the reliefs and stuff. It's the wear just doesn't get down, you know, into the important parts to where you can still see the detail and the date and everything. So, beautiful coin. I was jealous. I was kind of hoping they might have missed it and put it in the change anyway. But I'm glad they have it. So they're not getting rid of it, and that was the solace they gave me. Like, we're not getting rid of it, so you'll probably, when they get bored of it, they'll probably give it to me anyway. But I still intend to find one, so that's the goal. Why did I flip that? 73. Let me pay attention here a little bit. Just a minute. Then I can gather my next train of thought. 2. Okay, there we go. Luke, you seem to get better coins than some of the others who do live streams. Well, it's in the name, right? No, hey, I'm thankful for that. If that's true. I mean, that double nickel box hunt we did on Friday night kind of slapped us in the face, but we still got silver, still got 2024 Denvers out of it. So I can't really be upset. Also, that beautiful 1939 Philly, so I can't complain, really. But it's just given, you know, the hot streak we had been on, it's kind of disappointing, but hey, it happens. Brought us back to reality. We gotta remember that it's all, we're not entitled to any of it. We gotta look for it, so. We're brought back. We're in the real world again. We're off the runner's high. We gotta look for stuff like everybody else does. Thankful with how lucky I've got so far. 71. I just watched that replay last night as background noise while I worked. Hey, if you consider my voice good enough for background noise, then that's great. Unless you turn it down real low. If that's soothing or, keeps you focused on work, then by all means, whatever you do, you. 71s. I have a hard time sometimes talking through the whole stream, which is why I am thankful for some of you who have been around here, who are willing to, put questions in the chat or, just chat back and forth with each other or with me. Really makes this easier. So I appreciate you guys for doing that. I really do. And I like talking to everybody here. So, and given that we've had, repeat customers, so to speak, for the last, we're almost in March. I'd say the channel's been kind of doing, it really started picking up like 6-7 weeks ago. Pretty consistently, a lot of you have been here for the long haul, so it's nice seeing people come back, over and over again. So I must be doing something right. Oh, there's a 2020. Last year, NAFC. Wait, hold on. I'm doubting myself again. If I say it confidently enough, it must be right? Yeah, it is. Okay, it's NAFC. Last year, 2020. Everyone's probably got COVID on it or something. Perfect. We will take it. I'll have to get a Kennedy book for NAFCs. I might do that. I don't know if I'm going to do a full-on Kennedy half-dollar collection, at least not yet. I'm not going to fill out books of all the dates yet, I don't think. But I might do the NAFCs. We'll see. I'm thankful you do these 2 to 5 hour streams. Please keep them coming. I live alone, do a lot of tedious computer work, and it's great to be able to watch. Love the longer videos. Hey, if you like them, then I'll keep doing them. If people keep coming back for them. That's why I was surprised when people came in here and said, what do you call it? A lot of people come in here and said, yeah, I was watching the stream. Oh, and another one. 2020 Denver. We got 2 of them. I was watching the stream afterwards. Like, I watched the VOD, the video on demand. I'm like, oh, okay. I didn't know people did that. I mean, I kind of keep up with my analytics and stuff, but I didn't think it would be that interesting for people to not, you know, watch it live, like to actually watch it afterwards. But then I thought back, I'm like, well, when I was in school, I would put on just long videos in the background too, I guess. Kind of turn them down low as background noise, something I was interested in maybe, and just let the people talk like in the background. So I guess then I kind of started to understand it, where I'm like, okay, yeah, you know what, maybe I kind of get it, I get it. Also has a lot to do with the love of the hobby. Definitely relates there. Good to hang out with you all that enjoy this too. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like doing this, is for the people who do hang around. Everyone's kind of on the same page here. I mean, we'll squabble about some things, but for the most part, about coins, we're all on the same page here. You know, or just currency collecting in general. It doesn't have to be coins. It can be bills and stuff too. Excuse me 1 second here. Alright, sorry about that. No one needs to hear the winter allergies come out. Keep that to myself. But yeah, I'm thankful to have we got a small little community of people here who are roughly all on the same page. We all like the same things, and, you know, we can update each other on our progress as we go, you know. Things we get, things we're looking for, things we're not sure about, we can ask questions about, so, yeah. Put a mask on that coin, make sure it's boosted, Fauci says. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I have to say to that. No, that's fine. I'm pretty sure I got it twice right off the bat, so I got my immune system figured it out pretty early. 72, 391, 72, and 76. Alright, I gotta grab that other box we just emptied out. And I gotta empty my desk here again. Set up a new box, mute the stream. It is so loud. Wow. Put it there, out of the way. Okay. It's gonna be fun turning all these in throughout the week. I'm gonna have to make a couple trips to the bank. There's only one bank in my area that the machine accepts the $half, so, and I don't feel like hand rolling all these. And also the only bank that will accept these hand rolls is the bank that I buy my hand rolls from, so I don't want to sell them hand rolls that they're probably going to sell back to me if I'm not careful. It's got some tone on it. Here you go. 3. Okay. Your first stream of yours I saw, Luke, it showed 0 viewers, so I went in and you talking, so I thought I would stay and listen. Yeah, that's why when I did start out, I tried talking the whole time. Which, you know, I don't have an issue talking. One of my jobs requires me to be super social anyway. But there's only so much I can ramble to myself about with a camera here. Eventually I just run out of, I don't know what to say, so I'll have these spouts of quiet. Which still happens from time to time, but eventually I figure it out. What I mean is, when people are here, like since then, which I'm, you know, the people who did start talking and all that, and then started showing up over and over again, having those people come back into the stream over and over again makes it a lot easier to talk, because, you know, I have more things I can talk about with those people. I like the videos so I can coin roll at the same time. That was the intended purpose, honestly, of these. It was to inspire interest in the hobby and for people to, you know, hunt with somebody, right? I think it even still says it in my stream description, you know, grab your own rolls and hunt along with us, right? And I like to think that not everything that comes out of my mouth is complete gibberish or anything either, and I can be helpful to some people with some information I have to give, so hopefully that's the case. 74, 90. Yeah. I find it helpful to make a cheat sheet for each different denomination that I hunt. It's really helpful for quarters and pennies. I do have a cheat sheet. I have a little notebook that's next to me most of the time. I don't do it for $half because I only have to remember like 2 things. But believe me, for pennies, well, pennies by now I kind of have it ingrained into my brain now. I have a system to where I do remember all the dates I'm looking at. Quarters, though, are still foreign to me. I would need a cheat sheet because we've only done 1 box of quarters so far. I've been hesitant to go back into them, but I do want to try. There's a lot I want to try. And then, you know, we hunted a couple of those dime rolls that were customer wrapped, and now I want to try dimes again. So I needed that silver to persuade me, you know, to encourage me, like, hey, there are silver dimes out there, right? Because I only did 1 box, and I just thought it was kind of boring because everything was so small and it's hard to see. This was a very shiny one here. I think that might be newer, or it's just something in good condition. The first dime box I did, there is a live stream of it somewhere on the channel. You can find it. I was so bored. I didn't find anything. I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I was supposed to look for silver, and that was about it. What is that? Oh, 2020. It's a Philly. We got the set. 1 of each. Phillies. 1 Philly, 2 Denvers. I mean, they're circulated, but whatever. I'm not paying any more than... It's not 86, right? It's 87. I keep forgetting. 87, yes. Completely forgot what I was saying, so... Oh yeah, I was talking about dimes. But yeah, I basically found nothing in my first box, and it took a long time because the font was so small and all that, and I didn't know what to say that whole stream, so it was just kind of turned me off of them. Then I tried quarters, kind of the same thing. I mean, we found, I think I pulled like 3 things out of that box. We found an S-Mint, which was a rare coin. It was intended for collectors only. They made like 800,000 of them. So that was a rare coin. It was a great find. But, and the other 2 were foreigns that I thought were really cool. But, you know, nothing else really interesting in the box. I knew to look for the W's. I knew that. Someone left a comment on my video the other day about the customer wrapped rolls. It was about the dime. They said, by the way, you know, you can also look for the W mint mark in dimes. I think it's on 2019 or something. That I didn't know. If that's true, then someone let me know. I didn't check my red book yet to confirm him or not, but I just say thank you. Like, okay, well, that's great. Something I didn't know, so another thing I can look for. Because we all know about the W quarters, but I guess I probably should have assumed they made them in dimes too, but I know they didn't make them in pennies. I know they didn't make them in nickels, but did not know they put them in the dimes as well. Maybe they're lying to me, I don't know. If I did a live stream and no viewers, I wouldn't say anything. Yeah, that's why every ounce of my being wanted to just be quiet and flip through, but the other the part of me that actually wanted to try to get some consistent viewers or people to talk to me or whatever, to make anything to make it less boring, I knew that I had to talk. There's another 2020 Denver. Doing good on those. I knew that if I was flipping through streams and I saw a guy just flipping through coins, not talking, I'd probably get bored really quick, right? So I kind of said, all right, I have to talk if I want to get people, if I want to have some, or to make it more interesting for people to be here. If I want them to actually say stuff in chat or whatever, right? So I didn't like it, but I sucked it up, and I talked about anything I could think of. Another 2020 Denver. Doing good on those. It keeps seeing some marked coins on the ends, though. 2000. So it's probably a sister box to the other one. Oh well. Yeah. It happens. Should check. Was that a Denver? No, it was a Philly. Not worried about it. But we got a lot of box to go, so there's always a chance. I mean, that 64 was on an end, so... Or no, whatever we found. 67, excuse me. I look forward to hunting nickels while watching your nickel hunts also. Excited for that. When I can finally get another box, yeah. Hey, as soon as you get a box, you let me know. And well, just check the... on the channel, just check the live tab. I try to schedule all the streams at least a day in advance. Most of the time, I schedule them at the beginning of the week, just so you know what day I'm doing what. So, for example, tomorrow, the rest of those hand wrap penny rolls, we're going to do that tomorrow. And then I think Tuesday, I think will be nickels. If I can get my hands on a box before Tuesday. I don't really know. Maybe not. I might try to do dimes. Or if I can get more customer wrap, I don't know. But I do have to finish those other customer wrapped rolls first. So that's going to be tomorrow night. I intend on doing a double nickel box at least once a week. If I had my way, I would search a nickel box like every other night, but I do have to set time aside to do other things as well. Actually do other hobbies, keep other people in my life happy and whatnot. So that was a 2003. Because believe it or not, I do other things besides coin roll hunt, so... like other, not just like work and stuff either, but other hobbies, so I like setting time aside for that as well. But believe me, this has been my main focus for quite a while. At least last 2 months, this has been a lot of fun. So I actually kind of tried to make it a point of the first video on this channel, I believe, is at the very end of December. It's like December 29th or 30th, something like that. So I wanted to see what I could do with a YouTube channel in 1 year, right? So I got a pretty good benchmark right at the start of this year. And then also at the very start of this year, I started another side hustle, bunch of different things, because I noticed that all I was doing day after day was getting up, going to work, coming home, eating, going to sleep. So I wanted to do some other things, spice it up a little bit. And I've been a lot happier since I've found all these other things to do. So that helps out. E479 and 72. All right, let me dump this pile real quick. I'm gonna mute real quick. Okay, there we go. Put that over here. Perfect. Okay, almost halfway through this box. Almost. Getting there. Dime hunts are boring. I always get nickels to search. If I get dimes, then at least I will find something interesting. Yeah, nickels never really let me down. They can be maybe less exciting than normal, but they never completely let me down. I never like completely busted like for a box, right? The box is at least, every box is giving me at least something, and that's what I like. But you can go through all these other coins without anything. It's a little disheartening, you know. So try to do that. 1996 dime has a W mint. Okay, thank you. I didn't remember exactly what the date was. So if I do a dime box here sometime in the near future, then that will be another thing we're going to look for. Because I know if you do enough dimes in bulk, you can get pretty good averages on finding silver dimes. It's just they're very small, and I just remember the first time I hunted dimes, I got a headache pretty quick, straining my eyes to try to see them. I mean, we got a microscope now, but putting every single one under the microscope takes a lot of time. So yeah, maybe, might try again. We'll see. I'm strongly considering it. I'll just say that. Strongly considering it. 479. Gonna flip through this one. E93. Okay. That was the halfway roll, by the way. So we got 25 to go. So plenty of time. What other hobbies? With the well, you know, since the beginning of this year, obviously this is one of them. One that I've gotten more serious with. My other main hobby, I've been doing it for 3 years, is most of you will know I am a little bit, I'm a young adult, right? I'm not an old man or anything, but I participate in the most old man sport of all time. I am in a bowling league. That is something that I discovered I'm actually really good at. So I do that once a week now, and everyone else in the league is just old men, so I think it's kind of funny, but hey, it keeps me entertained, and any sport I'm actually good at, I'll take, you know. I mean, I played soccer growing up, but that was it, and besides, like, being on the shooting team in high school, I didn't really go back into sports after that. I was always on a sports team, like, in younger years of school, like, you know, middle, elementary, whatnot. I was never good at it, though. But then you find things you are good at, and then it kind of gets you back interested in it. So I had a buddy who, you know, he started actually bowling in a league and said, you know, if you ever want to try, we got an opening on our team if you want to give it a go. So I decided to give it a go, and then I slowly started, you know, buying my own equipment and getting better and better. Then eventually said, you know what, yep, I actually do like this. So now I outperform most of my leagues, so I'm happy with that. I'm not like a, you know, 220 average kind of guy, but I've worked my way up from a probably 120 average when I started to now I average closing in on 180. We're getting there. But before, you know, a 200 game was barely at the limits of my capabilities. Now it's kind of expected at least once a night to hit 200, right? So closest I got to a 300 game was 270. So I've had some good games. Non-repeatable, by the way. By the way, is a green $half here. But yeah, it's just another thing to do. So I don't just come home, sit on the couch, eat dinner, and then go to bed, right? It's another thing to do during the week. It's another 2020. And I'm thankful for that. So I'm just glad that the opportunity presented itself, and I allowed myself to say, you know what? Yeah, go out and do it. You know, give it a try. I wish it was painted on the face, but it's painted on the back. It's pretty cool, though. Nice bright lime green. Does that show? It does. I'll leave it up there. Yeah, these are all marked. But yeah, it's nice to be good at something. Gotta have good eyesight to search times? Yeah, tell me about it. Jeez. Or it's, I'm bent over so close to it that I have to keep taking breaks, you know, to stretch my back and my neck out, right? It's rough. Times are rough. But I did have fun doing those. I had fun doing it in that small dose, you know, with those hand-wrapped rolls, the customer wrapped. That was a lot of fun. Especially since, you know, there was a foreign in there, there's a silver, so it keeps your spirits up, right? Made it more interesting. I think if it's a complete skunk box, though, then, you know, it kind of just, it just turns you off from it, because there's no other thing really in dimes to search for besides silver and that 1 year W, right? So there's no, at the end of the box, even if you don't get silver, there's no, well, at least I got this. There's none of that. It's just, you get something or you get nothing. There's no in between. That's why I like nickels, so I can say, oh, well, at least I got a 2009. You know, at least I pulled out a 2024 Denver. At least we pulled out a really nice 1939. Even if you don't get silvers or buffaloes or V-nickels, whatever. So, that's my 2 cents. That's my 5 cents about nickels. Yeah. That's awesome about the bowling league. Didn't you mention you do the cards with that, too, with the strikes? Man, someone does pay attention, huh? So this guy's been... Mackey's been taking notes. Yeah, there's one team there. Six teams in the league, by the way. Relatively small league, but there's not a lot of people around here anyway, so small town league kind of thing. 6 teams in the league. One team always brings a deck of cards with them. So if we happen to play them that week, we'll play their game. It's whatever team plays them gets to play their game. Hey, Ogear, how are you? Ow. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, whatever team plays against that team that week gets to play their game with them. So, at the beginning of each round, it's a $2 buy-in, which is also why I bring $2 bills to the bowling alley, because it's hilarious to put them in that pot. $2 buy-in per person. There's 8 people total, usually 4 on each team. So you know, it's a relatively small pot, but $16, and you get 3 games of it. So it's 3 chances to win $16, or you know, you can win it multiple times even. But yeah, $2 buy-in. They spread the deck of cards out on the table face down. Your first strike, or if you convert a split, if you spare a split, is worth 2 cards for your first one. So even if you don't get another strike the whole rest of the game, you still have a chance to pick up a pair, right, at the beginning. So you at least have a shot of winning, even if you have a sucky game. Then after that first one, that counts as 2, you get 1 card every time you bowl a strike or convert a spare, or convert a split. There's also a few other small exceptions, but most of the time it's just, the common ones are split and strike. You get a card every time. So obviously, the more strikes or more splits you convert, the better chance you have of winning the game. Because the object is just to get the best poker hand at the end of the game, the end of the 10 frames. So usually it's a fight between who has the best pair or something like that. But every so often, someone picks up a flush. They have a great game. They strike 8 frames, pick up a flush or something like that, or a straight. But yeah, it's just another little added bit of competition. It's got a ring of death on it. Just to liven up the game, make it fun. There's also another game that the whole league plays every night, but actually, I can explain that one too. But Ogier says, here for a few minutes. Hello, everyone. Hey, we appreciate that, Ogier. So we're having a good time. We're not really finding much, but well, a lot of NAFCs, but kind of striking out on the silver. But we're having a good time. We're having fun. I was kind of hoping saying that might give me a silver. No, okay, couldn't do it. But the other game, no matter who you're playing, every night, every team, every member of every team plays what we call the fifth frame. And basically, what you want to do is get a strike in the fifth frame of each game. Again, there's 3 games every night, so ideally you strike the fifth frame every time. Then if you're the one who struck all 3 and nobody else did, then you win the whole pot, which is $2 for every person in the whole league. So that pot is more like $35 or $36, something like that. So that's a bigger pot to win. I've won it a couple times. I actually won it 2 weeks ago. I didn't win it this last week, but won it by the skin of my teeth. I think, well, no, actually, no. I struck the first 2, and then there was another guy, one of the other teams, who struck the first 2. And so I was kind of watching him, because he had to, or no, I bowled first. So I bowled first in the third game. I struck my third, so I got 3 strikes. So if he struck, we would have to split it, because he was the only other one. He threw his ball, I was just staring at it, and like, please miss, please miss, please miss. And he knocked 9 down. He got so close, but he knocked 9 down. So I got to keep the whole pot, but it adds a little bit more intensity, or a little bit more competition overall, but it's good fun. It's all in good fun. But the funny thing about bowling with the older guys who have done this for a very long time is that a lot of them will get very upset if they start doing bad. So seeing, there's no sugarcoating it. Seeing old men angry over a game of bowling is hilarious to me. And I have to not show it, because then they'll just get mad, even madder. So they'll be like throwing hats and cussing at the pins and all that. And I'm in my head, I'm having a ball. I'm laughing. So, 'cause I'm a person who can let go. Like if I miss, or even if it's a stupid mistake, I might be upset in the moment, but then I just let it go pretty quick after that. Like, oh yeah, it's just a game, whatever. Some of these guys cannot let it go. They'll keep talking about it all night, and they'll be really upset. I can't believe I missed that. Or why is that pin still standing? Oh, I was off center. My ball is da-da-da. It's always somebody's fault besides them, right? It's pretty funny. The hat throwing takes the cake, though. 1 second here. There we go. So they might not have fun all night, but I have fun all night. It's a good time. And then, being named Luke, the only thing they know as a icebreaker is just to quote Star Wars at me. So, so if I had a nickel every time I heard, you know the quote I'm talking about. I'd be a wealthy man. I would not be, I'd be retired. You get used to it, though. 74 Denver. I've probably been throwing these away, but I should check them. Been too busy talking. Oh well. But yeah, it's good fun. It's another thing to get out and do. Because don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly content hanging out at home, you know, by myself or whatever, right? I have no issue being like in solitary by myself, right? I know some people go crazy or they get moody or whatever. I'm just a all around pretty content person. So as long as I'm not starving or soaking wet for some reason and freezing, I'm usually having a good time, right? I just consider that one of my better traits, I guess, because like I have family members and stuff who deal with anxiety and depression and stuff like that, which is unfortunate, but it's something that I never really understood, because something in me is wired differently, I guess, where I just don't get that. Maybe that's the definition of, maybe I'm psychotic, I don't know. I don't think I'm psychotic. I don't know. It's not like I don't have emotions or anything, but I'm just very content. Nothing really bothers me. I'm not, I don't know how to explain it, but I'm sorry that I can't, understand what some of my family goes through, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, what I was saying is, I don't have to do all those hobbies because I am happy sitting at home, but I know I'm very well aware that I'm very happy sitting at home doing nothing, so I try to push myself out of my comfort zone to do other things, right? Which brought me to, doing bowling. I think this year I'm working on getting, I want to make sure I have my hunting license for next winter. I want to give that a go. I don't really have to take the class or anything. I just have to apply for it because I already have like a license for all that stuff, or for weapons. But I don't have. I think you need like actual state approval to hunt or something. I don't know how it works really. I got to figure out how it works. But I have some friends who hunt, and I want to give that a go, because I'm pretty fond of deer steaks, so if I can get my own for free, I'll do that. I'll buy a chest freezer to have meat for the whole year for free, because it ain't getting cheaper in the store, that's for sure. But yeah, deer back steaks, along the spine, it doesn't get much better than that. I laugh, but I'm 39 soon, and I'm entering that dumb rage stage. Yeah. I'm sure it'll catch up with me eventually, but for now, I just don't care. I'm not that invested in bowling, right? Like, we technically have a rotation of 5 players, so only 4 people can bowl at once per week. So if they say it's my turn to take the week off, I don't care. Like, yep, sure, fine, have fun. See you next week. I'm not overly attached to it where I'm pacing back and forth at home wondering how we did. Like, I don't really care if our team wins or loses or anything like that. I'm more there for my own personal goals, right? I don't care if my team wins points every week or whatever. All I care about is working on making my average go up. So as long as I did good, and I know it wasn't me who drug the team down that day, I'm pretty happy, right? It's all about that personal improvement. The team sport is just an excuse for personal improvement. Yeah. Backstracks, yep, you got it. That's the stuff. Nothing like venison. So I'm hoping to get my own this year. I don't want to buy any. I mean, my freezer's pretty stocked right now because back in, what was it? It was November, but it was before Thanksgiving. It was the weirdest thing. I would expect the hams and turkeys and stuff in the stores, right? You'd expect them to go on sale after Thanksgiving, right? After the whole demand and rush is over and the store has to get rid of their stock. But one of the stores near me, they were selling these hams for 99 cents a pound. Like, you know, I'm talking, and my hands don't even fit on the camera, but big, like, we're talking 12 to 15 pound hams, right? For 99 cents on the pound, when they're normally, well, like $5, $6, $7 a pound. So I could buy a giant 12 to 15 pound ham already pre-cooked and pre-sliced, whatever have you, right? I could buy that for $12. I said, well, you know, sign me up for that. So I bought a couple of them. I just have them in my freezer, you know. I made one in between Thanksgiving and December. I made one for a group of friends to come over. I said, hey, I'll make dinner. Just, you know, bring some chips and some soda, and I got the dinner because it only cost me $10, right? And, you know, it was just a good night with friends. It was super cheap, so I was happy with that. 71 looks very silver, but it's not. So any kind of opportunity like that comes along, I take it. But that sale has been gone for a while now, but I already have a bunch of hams taking up space in my freezer, so I'm good for the year probably on those. But it would be nice to have a chest freezer full of deer meat. I would like to try to get a deer this next winter, the next hunting season. That's my goal. So I just want to keep trying things, doing new things, right? Because I'm a pretty decent shot, so I'm not worried about like missing or anything. I'm more worried about learning how to actually position myself and get out there in the first place. Thankfully, my family has tons of private land, so I'm not worried about having this place to hunt, but learning how to actually hunt, where to go and what to do up to the shot is what I need to figure out. So, but I got a year to do that. So, and I know I have a lot of family friends and close friends that hunt every year, so I'm sure we'll figure it out. Have a good evening, everyone. Good luck with the hunt. Hey, O'Gear, thanks for stopping in, even for a little bit. It's good to see you. We'll let you know if we find anything. So yeah, that's my goal for next winter. Goals for the summer. There's this nice, well, not nice right now, but there's this wooden table. One of our apartments, there's the big house attached to these other apartments. That house burned conveniently on eviction day of one of our tenants. I mean, you do the math, figure that one out. Caught fire, ruined the whole interior of the house, right? Didn't burn to the ground or anything. All the bones are good, but all the interior was ruined. So, obviously, you know, we got insurance involved, and those tenants, they were being evicted anyway, so we just got rid of them. But in their kitchen, they had this nice wooden table with these steel legs kind of thing, and the chairs look really cool. State Marshal was just going to throw it away. But I said, you know what, I'll take that if you'll let me have it. He's like, yeah, sure, whatever you want. I mean, it's your property, and the tenants have been evicted, and they already were told to take the stuff that was their personal property. So everything left is yours. Go ahead. I'm like, cool. So I saved the table after that fire, but I haven't gotten around to refinishing it. I want to do that this spring or summer when it warms up, because over the winter it would be nice to do it, but it's too cold to put stain on or paint, you know, anything like that. So It should be a simple project, just to sand the whole thing down and then refinish it. But I want to do a good job at it. I don't want to do a hack job on it. I want to actually put it in my house. So I want to actually spend time on that this year. So I think that'll be fun. I don't really know what else I really have plans for this year, because work's kind of on autopilot right now. I have some other. I mean, I work 2 jobs, so I have plenty of work, but just one of them is more I'm my own boss, and the other one is, well, I'm still kind of my own boss. It's family, so I have relatively good control over my schedule for working and stuff, but I'm not really concerned about not having time for anything. It's more about deciding what I want to have time for, you know? So I think I want to try. I want to try to do a good job on that table. Like, I want to hunker down and say, all right, you're not gonna just blow through this. We're gonna sit down and actually do a good job at it, right? That's the idea. But I do have to think of some other stuff I want to do. I'm not really sure. The other one of them was outside my house. There's garden beds all around the outside of my house. Previous years I didn't really pay much attention to them. I would just cut the grass down on them and just ignore it. This year, though, since my brother-in-law my soon-to-be brother-in-law lives next door to me, he's a bit of a green thumb. I think I'm going to work with him this year in making the whole front of the property look really good. So I want to have a hand in that. I don't want to just make him do all the work, you know. 'Cause, I mean, I've done gardening stuff since I was a kid. I grew up on 2 farms, right? So I know how to do it. It's just, I never really had a love for it to the point where I take time to, you know, or I'd set time aside just for that. So I think I can learn a little bit of discipline this year and try to do that. Try to keep it nice all year round, or like till the next winter. So I think I might try that. We'll see. We'll see if I get bored of it immediately, right? But I think having someone else there to do it with you, who is very interested in it and wants to do a good job, makes it a lot easier. So I bet you doing it along with him will, you know, will help a lot, right? So yeah, the oldest buffalo so far is the 14 found in February's box 2, and it's in the score sheet. Oh, 14, okay. I thought it was a 16. Well, maybe I found a 16 too, but thank you for that, because I didn't remember. And I think, 1913 is the first year on those buffaloes too, so we got close. I just don't remember if I nickodated that 1914 or if it's a clear date or not. I have no idea. I'll have to figure that out. I smell another YouTube channel, Lucky Luke Furniture. Lucky Luke Furniture Restoration, yeah. I think that's something I kind of have to be good at first, and I have to see if I actually like doing it, you know? Because at that point, if I just slap another channel right away and do it for that's just doing it for views and whatnot. It's not because I love doing it, right? I don't know, we'll see. I always loved watching those videos on YouTube of people restore furniture, because it's so satisfying. But deep down, well, I should say not deep down, I know I want to try it, but deep down I know that they spend a lot of time on those, and there's a lot you don't see of meticulous work. So yeah, that's what I'm worried about. That was the only maybe. I don't think there's any in here. But yeah. We'll see, though. It takes a lot of scouting before the season opens. Find where the deer hang out, follow the tracks, find where they bed, and most of all, make sure they have plenty of food near your hunting at. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I know a lot of the deer main trails around my grandparents' farm, so I think that's where I'm going to hunt first. Because they've let hunters use their property before as long as they get some of the deer, so I'm not worried about permission. I'm gonna ask, obviously, but I'm not expecting a no, I should say. Probably a good idea not to just go onto someone's property and start shooting stuff. So, and the only reason I didn't do it in previous years also is that there used to be cows on the farm, and now there's no more cows. So, another 2020. So there's no cows to frighten anymore. So I feel better about doing it now. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it a try. That's the plan. I just gotta get I gotta get some tags though, so I can legally shoot one. I could probably do it illegally, but because it's all on private property, but I probably shouldn't, you know. Currency Systems, hey, how are you? It's been a while. Just popping in to say hi and drop a like. Have fun with the hunt. We actually just wrapped up. I know I didn't announce it, everybody, but that was the last roll, so. Just looks like an NAFC hunt today, but hey, you can't win them all, right? We found silver last time, so. Oh yeah, the 1916S is the Nicodate in red. Oh yes, that's right, I did. I'm gonna mark them red from here on out if I Nicodated them. Found on February 17th in February's box out. Yeah, that was last week. Okay. Yep. I think it's an S. Or maybe that's the one that's definitely an S. I don't remember. I do have to take... There's one of those Buffalo nickels I have to take to a dealer to find out if it's a Denver or a Philadelphia. We'll see. I forgot to look into the 1916 when I saw the 14. Okay, I got you. Lucky Luke, Tales from Prison. Hey, if you'll watch it, you know, I'll do it. Except I need 500 subs for it to be monetized, so it won't do me anything anyway. I don't think they'll let me have a phone in prison to do that. I don't think they do that anymore, so. Well, I mean, for shooting a deer illegally, I don't think you get prison for that. I think you just get fined. I don't know. Nowadays, they probably just execute you. I don't know. Just for anyone's edification, the absolute most reasonably priced 2x2 flips are found at Temu. What do you got for a price on those? Because I have a link in the stream here for the ones I have, I think. I don't remember what it was, though. Let me see. Where is it? Make a plastic coin sleeve. I have a 50 count for $7. And they're decent quality. That's the other thing, it depends on the quality, so. Yeah, what's the price on the Temu ones? I've never bought anything from Temu. I just assumed everything was cheap. Yeah. Which I'm sure there's good stuff everywhere, right? If you're patient, I guess, and you get the right stuff. Get that $50 book on order? Yeah, I probably should, huh? It would just be an NAFC book. I don't know. They probably make those, right? Yeah. 25 to life for shooting a deer illegally. Misdemeanor. I'm pretty sure it's just a finable offense. I don't think I don't think you go to jail. Unless you do it again right after, probably. Miriam, hey, how are you? With the backwards hi. What's the next stream? I'm ready for nickels. Next stream is tomorrow night. We're doing hopefully the rest of those hand wrapped rolls. I think we have all pennies left. Customer wrapped rolls. So we've been finding some really good mint state stuff there. So that's what we're doing tomorrow. I know that. Tuesday is up in the air. I'm going to try to get a nickel box tomorrow or Tuesday so we can do it Tuesday night. I think I want to do more nickels, so we might do that. We'll see. We'll give it a shot. I'll know for sure tomorrow. I'll have it scheduled. up on the channel, so you'll see it. Right now, there's only one scheduled, and that's tomorrow nights. That's the penny one. So that we're definitely doing tomorrow night, 6 o'clock. I gotta look at the book at work and see if I'm actually gonna be able to get out on time on Tuesday to do that. So I have pretty good control over the book after Monday. Monday is the day I don't control the book. After that, I control the appointments. So. Federal offense, jail time, lose your hunting rights for 10 years, and a really big fine. Okay, maybe it is serious, but not if no one knows about it. Right? It's only illegal if you get caught. This is not a confession, by the way. FBI agent watching our stream. You can start keeping good-looking halves from your hunts to fill out the non-AFCs. Yeah, I probably should. I really should. Jonelle, fun roll hunting with you. Maybe I'll join in tomorrow on the penny hunt. Hey, if you do, pick up a penny box, join us. I'm pretty sure I have more than 50 rolls left of hand-wrapped pennies, so it'll be a big hunt. Less than $6 for 100 counts with free shipping. Very good quality, was surprised. Really? Okay. All their tubes and plastic cases are really nice too. Huh. Deborah, my business email is in the description. Can you email me a link to it, and then I'll post it in the chat so everyone can get it? Because I don't think you guys can put links in the chat, but I can if you send it to me. If you can send it to my email, that would be great if you're on a computer and you can do that. Because I'm interested in at least looking at them, trying them out. I mean, for $6, I'll try them out. See, for 100, and that way I can put them all in the chat so everybody else can get their hands on them too. Imagine you're in a 70s diner with those cigarette-scented hand-wrapped rolls. Yeah, it's pretty much what it is. I think that's also why I kind of had to take a break from it. They were making me a little... It was getting a little irritating smelling it the whole time, I think. But it was really fun to look through. They're really cool stuff. I mean, that 72S alone was great. Couple wheat pennies, nothing we really needed. Oh, we had that King George. That was good. Actually, I have the stack here, I think it was this. 42. Yeah, the red King George. Come on, camera. You can do it. Hello. Focus. Oh my gosh, camera. You're the death of me. I'm gonna block everything else out. There we go. There's George. 42. It's pretty beat up. My 40 is beautiful. Actually, did we find the 39 in here too? Actually, a lot of Canadian. I don't remember this many. Oh, there's wheat pennies here too. That's why. So I don't think we had any good dates on the wheat pennies. 50s, 55, 50, 52, 57. But all the rolls have been pretty consistently kind of the same stuff. So I'm expecting the rest of them to still to continue bringing out Canadians and wheat pennies, so we'll see. It's not like you confess live on YouTube. No, nothing like that. No one heard that. I'm sure no one understood what I said there. The thing is, if I worry about everything I say, this will be no fun for anybody. I have no filter in real life anyway, so you're getting... When I get an intrusive thought, by the way, you're hearing it, so... I picked up a box of customer wraps yesterday. Was suspicious they may have been hunt returns, but did not look until I got home. Turned out to be all zinc. That was disappointing. Aw, man. Yeah, that sucks. That's why I ask when I was at the bank down the road, and they said, hey, I have customer wraps for if you want them. I asked them who brought them in. Like, were they an older couple or something like that? Or were they like roughly my age, right? The people who would... Because no one my age hand wraps coin rolls. The only reason they do it is to return it to the bank, right? That's it. No one my age does that. Maybe a special few, but nobody does that. So I know it's a habit for a lot of other older people. So that's why I asked, like, oh, was it like an older couple, something like that? And also, if they're older, maybe it's stuff that's been sitting around their house for a while. Better chance for silver. That's my logic, right? So if they say, and that's also why I asked, like, can I just peek at the ends? And they don't mind. They don't care. She actually looked for me. She read out a bunch of dates and stuff for me. I'm like, okay, it's a good mix. I have one bicentennial quarter. The value is $30,000 is correct. I don't know about a bicentennial worth $30,000. 1976, I don't think they're worth that much. At least not yet. Maybe in 300 years. But, I mean, I can look in my book for you, but I don't think anything even sold at auction. It would have to be a rare variety, not just a 76. Yeah, even the silver ones are worth only $5 or so. So I know there's some varieties on these with very rare chips, but I have like 40 of these, so they're not, yeah, they're not that expensive. They look cool though. They look cool. And I'm sure they'll be worth something to collectors someday. Wait a couple decades, they'll get harder to find. I know some people stack them, so. It's kind of the same with the 04 and 05s. I collect like the mint state bisons and peace nickels and stuff like that because they look really good, and I think, you know, in a while those in mint state might be worth some collector's money. So that's probably how he got those hams. I hunted pigs. Yeah, it was a sale at the store. 25 to 40 cents for uncirculated. Yep, bicentennial. Yeah, they're worth a quarter, not 30,000. Yeah. Nope. Unless you got a super rare variety that no one else has. I'm sure one of them sold at auction that had some kind of rare dye chip or something in it. I'm sure one probably sold for a couple hundred, maybe a couple $1,000, but they're not consistently worth 30 grand, no. You'd be hard pressed to find any quarter worth 30 grand, I think. Even rare older silver ones. So I know that's kind of the problem I have with some coin channels on YouTube. The ones that, you know, that you could tell from the title and the what do you call it? Shoot, why can't I think of it? The thumbnail. They say like $12,000 penny in your pocket change, you know, cash it in now. It's like, no. They're talking about a one-time auction thing, this one individual penny, right, that happened to have perfect toning and an incredibly rare dye chip or something, right, some kind of dye error, and they lead you to believe that these are common. They're not. They're very hard to find, a lot of these errors, so. I'm going to check my email. I don't know, Deborah, did you send me that email yet? With that link? I'll check here. Enjoyed it. Glad I could make it live. I'll try to be back tomorrow evening. Hey, Mackie, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you. I hope I see you tomorrow night as well. They're interesting pennies. A lot of mint state stuff. It's been cool. I'm looking forward to it. Just to finish it off. Also to, you know, get all those rolls out of here, so. Oh, whoops, why am I in the spreadsheet? I don't want to be in the spreadsheet. I want the email. Gmail, there we go. There it is, I got it. Oh, you don't have a direct link or anything? Alright, let me see if I can find a link then. Search Timo. Let's go on Temu. We're gonna look this up together. Why not? Actually, you know what? I can share my stream for this. Let me do that. Let me play with this. Browser. Nope, not that one. Capture. Nope, not that one. Hold on, it's here somewhere. This. Properties. Window. Temu. There we go. And show it. There. We'll look for this together, okay? Get rid of that, get rid of that. Rapper jewelry is apparently the most commonly searched thing right now. What do we want? 2x2 coin flips? Oh, I don't really use I use these. I use the plastic ones. I don't like the stapled ones. That's just me though. I know some people do. Actually, I think this is the exact Amazon listing, so 100 for the same price isn't bad. $20.50. Is it 20 or 50? Hold on. I watch some of those crappy videos, Luke. Sometimes they don't even explain what makes the coin special. Yeah, they just say 1973 penny is worth money. They just show you a picture of a normal 1973 penny. It's just, yeah. I don't know. It's just to get you to click on it. That's it. I want to find a blank penny just so badly. Yeah, Matt got pretty lucky there. He sent me a photo of it. It looks pretty good. Cool. I thought it was just a worn coin. Oh wait, no, yeah, you had not Matt, it was, Steven had the soft track, or was that you, Matt? I'm sorry if I'm mixing you guys up. Matt, what did you send me? Oh, it was you, Matt. Okay, yeah, you had the soft strike blank. That's right. I remember. My bot just blocked you? For what? Uh-oh. No, it didn't. Okay. Here goes all your info to China. Yeah, that's why I didn't sign into it either. Plastic isn't good for your coins. Yeah, I know, but they're so cheap. I know it slowly wears down on it, and I should take the time to put them into these, but... yeah. It's the lazy part of me battling with the part of me that does want to keep these nice, so... My only problem with these, right, is that sometimes I like being able to take them back out to grab them by the edges to look at them closer, because once you put them in these, the glare makes it very hard to see sometimes, so, or especially if I'm going to show it on stream here, it's going to be hard for me to show off stuff in the plastic again, but maybe I'll give them a try. Let me just put my credit card information in here on stream, and then then I'll show that off. No. I'll think about it. I'll look at it. We'll see. Because I like the ones I get off Amazon just fine for now, for the short term. Because I can get a lot of them for cheap. Yeah. And not all of my stuff is super nice to where I need plastic anyway. But some stuff does. Some stuff does. Some of it should be airtight are those technically airtight once you staple them in? They're not, are they? Because I have some steel pennies I need to preserve. I'm trying to figure out a way to preserve those. Because those of you who watched the collection video with for my great-grandfather's collection, I got basically half a roll of these wheat pennies, right? These steel ones, but most of them, the corrosion got to them. There's a few of them left that are still pretty nice, where the corrosion is just starting to get on them. I want to make sure I can stop that chemical process now, because this one's probably the nice one. Like, it still looks great, but it's just starting to get that corrosion, unfortunately. I'm guessing the only way to really stop these from corroding now, or to slow it down, is to get them in something airtight, right? Because it's a shame. These are like mint state condition, and I just got to them a couple years too late. I can try to wipe this one. This one might be just dirt, but... Where's my... Oh, there it is. I don't think it is. Pretty sure that's chemical reaction going on. Yeah. Which sucks, because I just missed this coin. It's beautiful. You can see the shine on the steel still. Beautiful. But yeah. I use the paper 2x2s. They're cheap, but I just take the coin out if I want to see it, and then put a new one when I'm done. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Because it is just paper and plastic, or cardboard and plastic. Not airtight, maybe the ones that self-stick. Okay. Never had a problem with them. If the order's late, they give you credit. They're not airtight, but there are capsules that snap together. I might have to get capsules for it, but yeah. Forgot to mention what? Something like that. Oh, with the capsules. Yeah. Stop rubbing the coin. Don't worry, I'm not damaging it. It's microfiber. It'll be alright. I was rubbing it gently to see if that corrosion might be just on the surface, but it is starting to react with it. So these ones they're already corroded, so they're not going to be gradable anyway. I'm not too worried about it, and I'm not getting rid of these in any way, shape, or form because they belong to my great grandfather. So I'm not selling them. Just for me to look at. Went to a pawn shop years ago and noticed they didn't catch the difference between a Type 1 and Type 2 1913 raised ground, and I bought it cheap. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I can't wait to find one of those. Don't think I'm going to bother buying one. I bet you we'll find one eventually. If we can find a V-nickel, we can find a raised ground. That'll be good. PCGS cleaned. It's not going to get graded anyway, it's fine. I don't care. They're just for me. These ones I did confirm though I am going to be able to keep these ones. The rest of these I think I'll give back. The rest of them were all very corroded. Let me check this one too. Got a couple more here. Those are all corroded. Which is a shame because they're beautiful coins. I think these are the more circulated ones. No, that's mint. Would be mint state. That one is too. It's still shiny on that end. Some of them are still shiny on the back. But man. Because I'm at the point with these where if there is a relatively non-destructive way to gently lift this corrosion off, I don't mind cleaning these because these are just going to be, they're going to sit in my collection, that's it. And I'd rather them look nicer and then I can keep them nice than look like this. Especially for steels, just because they get so nasty. But yeah, these ones are nice still. They're okay. Can we see the 14 Buffalo? If I can find it, sure. It's either in this pile. I had a couple different things I just didn't sort yet. 36, 29. There's some silvers. I gotta put those away. I tried doing some sorting before the stream started, but I ran out of time. Let me check the Buffalo tube. Let me get some room here though. Actually, you know what? Let me dump these. Let me dump all these $50 in my dump box. Get them out of here. Ugh. Let me mute real quick. Alright, now I have room. And my eardrums are burst. Oh, that's on the floor. Okay. Let's see. Move these up to the side. Dump my Buffaloes out. Let's see. Oh, got stuck. Let's see if I can see dates on these. Oh, first one. You said 16? Oh no, 1914. That's the 16. You can see it there. We had to nicodate that one. It was completely flat. There's no way we're figuring that one out. What was this one? That's the 18. This one's nickodated. 19. I didn't know I had this many older ones. Is it that one? Had the big gouge in it. That's a tough one. Hold on. I remember it being tricky. I didn't want to nicodate it anymore. That might be a 19. It's definitely not a 14. Actually, don't know. I don't know what that is. Hold on. I just know it's not the 14. 37. 23. 23. Maybe it's this one? No, that's a 20. 37. That's a 17 nicodate. Oh yeah, the 14 was the drier one. I remember now. It was this one. It's ugly, but it's dated. I didn't have to nicodate it. 21, 21, 20, 27. 18, I think that one is. But yeah, we got a good pile of buffaloes actually for this year. These are all found this year, so I think we're doing pretty good. I got that one with the San Francisco mint marker. I gotta figure out. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, there it is. 14. So it's just the overall finish, it's in okay shape. It's got a full horn. So it just probably sat in the bottom of a dryer for a while. This is the San Francisco one, and then there's a maybe Denver one in here somewhere. I don't know where I put that one. That's the one we were trying to figure out if it's a Denver or a San Francisco. Either way, it's a rarer coin. I just don't remember. I gotta find it first. It's in here somewhere. Where did I put it? I lost it. This one? Because it was worn up to there. It's not that one. It's this one. I'll hold it in the light right. There's something there. I think it's a Denver. I think. I'll bring the microscope a little closer and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, focus. As close as I can get to this. Pretty sure that's going to be a Denver, but we're still kind of debating on it. We're not sure. Might have to take it to an actual professional. You can use baking soda and water to clean them. It'll lower the value, though. I don't really care about the value, honestly. They're still pennies. I'm not going to sell them again. They don't belong to me. They still belong to my great-grandfather. I just have them, you know. I'm not going to sell something that wasn't mine. One night you have to set aside some time to show your funny finds and the painteds. I always love those. Started my collection of those too, even some with stickers. Oh, really? Stickers? I haven't found stickers yet. I do have painteds and some hilariously ugly bad ones. I think I'm doing pretty good on painteds, actually. I started a roll of them, and I want to have a collection of them. Like, I want to fill a book of them someday. It's going to be a very long-term collection, but I think it could work. nick a mint mark. I don't think did I nick the date on this? No, the thing is, it's a 1927. It is dated, which I don't think 27 is a really good year anyway. Let's check. The thing is, if I can see the date, I don't really want to ruin it with nick a date. 27, yeah, because it's very good. It's a very good mintage. If it's Denver or San Francisco, that's a tough coin to find for a Buffalo. So I don't want to ruin it with nick a date if I can see the date already. If we can just make this out somehow, because I'm leaning very strongly towards Denver. As much as I want it to be a San Francisco, the top of that curve looks like a D. But I also think there's kind of a faded out, maybe presence of an S there. I don't know. So, the other one was what was the other mint mark one? The S. That's the 16. I don't think it was too crazy. Yes. 16S is 11.8, so I mean it's still good. It's better than a 16, and it's in readable condition. I mean the date was nickedated, but the mint mark is readable. But this is a 27, and because of how low mintage it is, I don't want to play with that if I can avoid it. You know, if I can avoid it. I found one with a Freemason stamp or whatever it is, but I have no idea where it is right now. I have one too. Same story. No idea where it is. I think it's on a penny. For nickels, a lot of the punches I have are all ones that just say impeach Biden from from a while ago. And I think there was a couple NRA ones as well, punched ones. So those have been floating around in circulation. Yeah. Can't remember if it was you or Quinn's Coins or someone else, but they found a penny with a Kennedy head stamp beside the Lincoln bust. That was strange. That was me. Again, don't know where it is, but I do have it. I saved it. It's probably in my penny box to sort. I document them and then put them all in a box that I have to sort later. They're probably in there. I mean, I can check this pile. I don't know what this pile is. This is all just tone, purple and blue. My desk is a mess, dude. Like, I got a lot to sort out. That's just a nice 73. I got a painted nickels up here. Oh, we got the super rare low weight penny. 1 cent. Non-dated, low weight. It weighs like 0.5 grams. This is very rare. If you find one of these, definitely treat it very carefully and don't, throw it or ruin it or anything like that, because it's worth a lot of money. So don't don't ruin that. Okay, yes, that was you. Yep, that was me. Yours truly. I can't remember if that Kennedy stamp one, that wasn't in the hand wrapped roll. I don't think, was it? I don't think so. I think that was a little while ago, right? Can't forget the copy steel cent. Oh yeah, I got the copy steel cent dime size, super rare dime size steel cent. Yeah, in mint condition. Dude, this tricked me so bad. It's actually embarrassing. But this should not have tricked me. It's the size of a dime. But yeah, it's a keeper for sure. That's not going anywhere. The thing is, it's stainless steel too. So they went out of their way to make it steel and not plastic. I think it's wild. So someone gave me the idea. Was it Steven? Or maybe it was you, Matt. Gave me the idea for like a Goonies treasure box or something like that. Of just weird stuff that we find. We gotta get a treasure box for it. I've been looking at thrift stores for little boxes while I'm there. When I find one, I'll definitely take it home. It's a bunch of silver here I haven't put away. Oh, that was our first 42 Philly silver, I think, of the year. Not often you see nice, bright, shiny silvers, so. That's silver. That's a nice 38 and 55. So those just got to get sorted. I was kind of sorting this before the stream and trying to get it all figured out. Because I was, I had a bunch of silver out here. I was trying to get them in the tube. So this tube's coming along good. We're almost to the halfway point on our second tube of silver. I was putting the buffaloes away. I had a bunch of foreigns lying around. I still have some foreigns lying around. What do we got here? Bermuda, Canada, Canadian ones. These are all normal. They're not nickel. 86 is pretty nice, but found a lot of them. So I actually have a dedicated tube for Bermuda now as well. And we found that really nice 2009. This is actually considered low mintage, I think, too, for Bermuda. I think. I did some very light research on it, so. Excuse me. That was stuck. Surprising. I didn't think I need a roll for Bermuda coins, but we just keep finding them. I'm happy about that. Canadian tubes, though, on the other hand. Where did I put them? I got two. We got Canada and then 99.9% Canadians, so 99.9% nickel is a bit low, but the Canadians itself, they're stacking up. We're doing good. Eventually, I do have a Canadian penny book that I need to fill out. I got two of them actually. I haven't gotten a nickel book yet though, but I definitely am going to, because I intend on making a full Canadian collection with ones I find in American circulation. I sat up in my chair when you found that, no joke, so it got me too. Yeah, I think I made a little bit of a big deal about it too. I thought, oh, no way, and it just completely skipped my mind that this is the size of a dime. That did not compute. We get excited, that's good. It just means we love the hobby still, right? If all rationality, if all rationality goes out the window, when you find something, that means that you're still loving it, right? Because it takes you by shock, by storm. So there we go. I'm gonna put these buffaloes back home in their tube. Actually, you know what? If you guys want, I got the buffalo book here. We can plug them. Why not? Let's do that. I've got nothing else going on. Let me try to get it so that the camera can actually see the area I'm working on this with. Let me move our NIFCs over here. Pull them back out after. We might as well. I got this new book. I haven't cracked it open yet, so we're gonna do that. Why not? We'll see what our buffaloes look like in here. I love this setup and organization, getting me motivated to really get it back like I had it years ago. So yeah, it's still a mess. Like if I show, you know what? I got no shame. Hold on, let me make sure there's no sensitive information here. I don't think I do, but it is still kind of a mess. Like this is what my computer area looks like. Most of this just is from other hunts that I didn't have time to move it. So I have to move that stuff, right? But it's getting better. I'm getting more and more organized slowly. I'm not going to show you the floor around me, though, because I just have boxes filled with coins that need to be sorted still. I'll show you my box here. There's a link to this box, by the way, in the stream description. It's my nickel tubes. This is the one thing I actually spent decent money on to store these. Let me see if I back up even further. Show you. Let me put the microscope away. Title, capture. Here's the background. Border. There we go. So these are BCW nickel tubes. They're very. There's 40 tubes in them. Or no, excuse me, 100 tubes in them. They hold 40 apiece. They're normal ones. You can stuff more than 40 in these, by the way. It's just a recommendation. But this is my kind of sorted collection. So whenever we pick anything out that's pre-1960, this is how I'm trying to do it. So Phillies, Denvers, San Francisco's of each year. Obviously there's gaps here for the silver. I'm not really sure what to do with that yet. I forgot about 38 when I did this row, so I just threw them here. And then the 50 Philadelphias, 50 Denvers. Obviously the 55 Philly is blank because it's been a while since I've updated this, and I only have one, and it's in my book. So I have a couple oddity ones, 60 Denver Phillies, whatever. And then down here I have my S-mints, which I have way too many of. I'm going to make a decision on those. I have my painted tubes with some painted nickels in it. Possible repunches. These are my 64 Denvers that I'm not too sure about, which probably means they're not any good, but I'm still learning how to identify those, so that's why it's like that. But basically what's going to happen is when I do get to the point where these start getting full, I'm going to go through and just pick out the really nice ones, and those are the ones I'm going to keep. So the goal is to have a full roll of like these older ones that are in really nice condition, right? And I might hand wrap roll the rest of them just to store them, you know, as an extension of the collection. But the good ones are going to go in these plastic tubes. They're crystal clear. They're very decent quality. If you want one of these sets, they're a little more expensive. I think I paid like $40 for this or something. But the link is in the stream description if you want to look at it on Amazon. It's under the nickel tubes thing. So I think it's a start, and I don't have everything in here yet, obviously, because we found a lot of stuff in the last 2 weeks, and I have not sorted them in here, so I'm working on that. But it fits in my desk drawer nice and easy, so I like it. Just works out. It's quite hilarious when that came out of the dime roll. Yeah, really thought I had something there for a second. It's all that Canadian coins you find is what the president's talking about when he says we are ripping you off. Oh, really? I don't know. I like finding Canadian coins in our circulation. I gauge my need to look at the TV too based on your reaction, so it helps when I'm multitasking. So yeah, that's why I'll announce anything that's going in my collection. I'll point it out like, oh, there's a whatever, there's a whatever, and then occasionally I'll get there's silver baby, or bring out the buffaloes. It's a productive mess, no shame there, good stuff. It's definitely a mess. I don't know about productive yet, but box is gonna burst when you fill all the tubes. Yeah, we're not quite there yet, so I think we'll be okay. All right, though, let's put these buffaloes in. Let's see what we got. Let me move these off the mat. Put them all in a pile. I'll look at them after. Okay. I want to be able to spread this book out. This is my first Whitman book. I haven't tried them out yet, so we're going to kind of gauge the quality here, see how well these fit in there. I think... Oh, I probably should have sorted these first. Let's do that first. I don't even know what I have. Let's get them sorted out here in rows first. Hey Jason, how are you? As a coin roll hunter, do you have any good recommendations for a dump bank? Mine started to enforce a fee of 5% to return the coins over a $200 amount, even if you are a member of that bank. I have a way around that. Just bring $200 one day, and then $200 the next day, and then $200 the next day. I just dump them. I dump them at the banks that let me dump for free and have coin machines. Which is most of my primary bank. I don't know how it works at other banks. I don't feel like I'm very well qualified to give advice on that. Again, it's another reason to make sure you establish good relationships with your tellers and just tell them what you're doing. You know, eventually they're going to ask anyway. You're like, yeah, I collect. And you gotta be nice to them because you're asking them to do a lot of stuff. You're asking them to order boxes for you. You're asking them to empty the coin machine when you inevitably fill it up. It happens almost every time I go to the bank. I fill the machine. So if I was if I was rude to them or snappy, whatever, they would get sick of me and then probably start charging me. But I'm sorry I can't really help you there. Starting to enforce a fee of 5% to return the coins over 200. Cause if it's over 200, if they don't have a limit every day, bring 200 a day. That's how I would get around it. I would say, fine, I see your rule, and I'm listening to your rule. You might not like the way I'm doing it, but I'm getting around your rule. 27, 29. So that's a 16. Oh, I gotta put the microscope back up. Can't see. There we go. 19, 20. 14. 36. Well, we'll have a couple 36s to pick from, I think. 23. Those are both worn pretty much the same way. This one I struggle with. I don't think I nickedated it very well. It's a 20 though, and I think I have a better one, so I'm not worried about that. This one I do kind of have to figure out what it is though. It got a big gouge in it, unfortunately. Is that a 1913? Is that a 3? Do I have my flashlight still? Sometimes I can add more light and it will help. Is that a 3? Do we have a first year and I just didn't know? It's kind of looking like a 3. I'm just looking right here at the last digit, right through the gash. It's kind of looking like a 3. Maybe I didn't notice that last time. Is there a mint mark? There's no mint mark. Do we have a first year Buffalo and I just didn't know about it? It's going to be variety too. I don't know. Someone tell me otherwise, because right now that's looking like a 3. So, let me know. Banks where I live are unable to charge for that. Do a deposit, then get a line, do another deposit. Yeah. That's what I've been doing, but I search box of $50. Thanks for the input, though. Yeah, I'm sorry. That just sucks. And if they know you're going to be going back in line, they should just let you cash out without charging you at all. You know? They're just kind of being, you know, if it's your bank, they're just kind of being jerks to you. Or just bring it to another bank. Do you hand roll them or do you dump them in the machine? Because if you hand roll them, just bring them to another bank. I don't know. Like somebody that some other bank that you don't have an account with maybe might take them. I don't know. Most of them won't probably. All right, here's a 21. I'll say if no one tells me otherwise, I'm going to call that a 1913. So speak now or forever hold your peace. This is a 17. 14, 16, 17. That's a 37. That is a 1919. I didn't know we had this many in the teens for Buffaloes, but I guess I never really laid them all out next to each other yet. 21. I might have to scope that one. This is the S. 16S, I think we said. This might be a 17 or an 18. I gotta put this one on the scope. Looks like a 13 from here. I'm leaning towards 13. It's very bad. Like, it's not in good shape, but it's the first. It's the only one I have. That's an 18 clearly. I think I'll call that a 13, and then if it turns out it's not, then oh well. So we got 16, 17, 18, 19. It's more than I thought. We got the 14 and the 16S. Oh wait, which one was the Denver? Is that 27? Yeah, I can remember. This is not a Philly. I should keep this 27 out. I think it's a Denver. I really do. I mean, I want it to be an S, sure. I think for now I'll call it a Denver, and if we're wrong later, then that's fine, because it's rare either way, Denver or San Francisco. I'll call that a 13. Nicodate that thing? Oh, you already did? Yeah, that is Nicodated. That's as good as it could get. As good as it'll get. Take that to the guy too when you get the D and S to check. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta set that up still, but for now I'm gonna call it a 27 Denver because that's the conservative guess. Since the Denver is slightly higher mintage than the San Francisco, so that's what we'll say for now. Okay, so that's sorted out. Now I have to. Now let's put the microscope away again. I don't know what that was. Adobe. No one asked. All right, let me move these over. Cool. So I gotta pick a 37. This bottom one is obviously better. Maybe you can't see it with the camera all the way up here, but pretty apparent. But that bottom one's way nicer. I think. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. No, I'm not sure. One's gonna be in the light more than the other. I think the left one has more detail on the date and the hair and the braids. Just the right one has more luster. I'll put the left one in for now. Put that one in. And between these 36s, both kind of suck. Don't exactly have the best example Buffaloes because they're from circulation. Come on. Right one has more detail, but it's dirtier. Both the dates wore pretty much the same way. I don't know, maybe the left one on this one's a better. It's just Liberty kind of got destroyed on this one. Right on this one? Yeah, we'll do right on this one. I mean, take the maybe 13 too. Yeah, that's yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah, I'll take it with the Denver San Francisco one. I thought we're searching half dollars today. Why are we on nickels? Because we went through 2 boxes of half dollars already. We're done. We're just kind of hanging out and doing some other things. We're doing some spring cleaning here, you know, some maintenance work. We got to get these Buffaloes in the book, so we might as well do them today while we have time. So, got these 221s. These we got to make a decision on next. Okay, I chimed in a little late. Yeah, no silver today, just some NIFCs. Lots of 2020s, so we got a good pile of those. They look pretty nice. But the rest, it was all no 87 NIFCs, but pretty much 2003 to 2003, 2004, 2010, 2009, 2008, a couple of those. And then a stack of 2020s. I think I'll put the non-nickel-dated one in there. The right one here. It looks sharper too. I think overall the right one's a bit better. So that'll be the 21. 20, that one's an obvious pick. I got two 23s. Look at the back. Yeah, well, the thing is, only the face is going to show in the book. This one will be tough. I actually can't really show this on camera because the date only shows at an angle here. Oh wait, did I determine one of these was a 25? Or was there no Buffaloes made that year? Hold on. I might not have two 23s here. Well, they made 25s as well. Hold on, let's look at these. Oh, microscope. Where'd you go? That was me. That was my fault. Microscope. Come back. There we go. Let me see. That's definitely a 3. What was the other one? This one? It's definitely a 3 as well. Okay, so they are both 23. I thought maybe one of these might be a 25. Both the dates are pretty bad, but I guess we'll look at the rest of it. Thinking left one on this. Maybe. Slightly better. I'm gonna go left on this one. We'll toss that one away. That's the 23. That's 21 we're not going to use. That's the 20 we're not going to use. 23. That's 29. This is 27. And then these are all where they're supposed to be. Okay, so these are the duplicates we're not going to use. 25 Denver and San Francisco are key dates, I think. Yeah, it's not a Denver or San Francisco. They're both, but you're right, they're both sub 10 million. Denver is 4.4 and San Francisco is 6.2. But neither of those had mint marks. I know that for a fact because when we did pull the San Francisco mint mark, we pulled first on whatever it was on, the 16. I knew that was. I lost my train of thought. I knew it was special because that was the only. I remember saying in that stream we have not found a buffalo with a mint mark yet, and then we found 2 in that one stream. This was one of them, and then the was it the 20, 21 with the maybe Denver. It was nickel-dated. Which one was it? Man, I'm bad at this. 17. Wasn't the 13, wasn't the 14. 27. Yes, the 27. Yes. I'm going to call that a Denver. But yeah. Alright, let me just, I'm going to put these coins up top real quick. Get them out of the way. And then I'll bring the book in here. And we'll start plugging. Okay, look back. That's the one thing I want to figure out is getting more room on this desk sometime for streaming. A better setup eventually. We're working on it. But this is also just a hobby. I'm not putting a lot of money into this, so. Okay, let's start from the beginning, I guess. So we have the 1913 Philadelphia we can put in here. Not the raised ground. It's the ground in recess, Philadelphia. Which is technically a better mintage than the raised ground anyway. Come over here and look at this. you could see it is a slightly 1 million lower mintage for the ground in recess Philadelphia compared to the raised ground. So actually it's harder to find overall, but we haven't found a raised ground yet. Next we have the actual dated 1914. Nice is a stretch, but whoa. The reverse the detail is there, it's just the finish that got put on this sucks. That's a full-horned 1914 buffalo. You don't find that every day. Oh, okay, first problem here. Gotta force this one. Apparently, that one didn't want to go in. There we go, there's the 14. Up next, the 16 Philadelphia. I know you're supposed to wear gloves when you're touching the face of these coins, but they're old and they're not going to get graded, so I don't care. Wow, these are tight. Okay. I mean, they're not going to come back out, that's for sure. There we go. Alright, and then make sure this is definitely a 16. Man, only when I put the microscope away I need it. There we go. Let me confirm that. That might be an 18. Can't see. What is that? No, that's a 6. 16, San Francisco. That one went in easy. That one wanted to go in. What's going on here? Let me move this. Sorry if this is jarring. My bad. But there we go. 16 is in. So we got the Philly and the San Francisco. It's the first doubler. Here I have a 17 Philadelphia. These ones are going in better. They cut these circles better. This is the 18 Philadelphia. Nice. Okay. Next we have 19 Philadelphia. And that'll be the first page for now. Honestly, more filled than I thought we'd have it. I don't remember having this many teen buffaloes. But hey, they were all in that tube, so... Oh, that's going to be sad. The buffalo tube's going to look sad, but until we get more repeats, but at least the book will look good. I like having full tubes of stuff. Alright, next, we got more. 1920. Let's move over here. Next page. Okay. 1920 Philly. I think the top ones didn't get cut very well. Oh my gosh. Right, hold on. There we go. Had to put some gusto into that one. We got 21 here. These are all Philadelphias. Goes with some help. Next is 23. Non-issue in 22. That I actually didn't know that until I got this book. There's also a note over here for 32 and 33. All stuff I didn't know until I got the book. I mean, it was in the red book probably clear as day, but never saw it. Didn't know. Oh. There we go. I mean, the 32, 33 makes sense. This is like Great Depression stuff, isn't it? So, makes sense. 22, I don't know why, though. There's probably history behind that. I just, I haven't read it yet. Alright, and then the 27, we're going to call it a Denver. I'm pretty happy calling that a Denver for now. I mean, the S is better, but we gotta be conservative for now. And then when I do make plans to meet an appraiser or some kind of other corn expert, I will bring this one with me. Don't worry, I will. Right now, I just don't have plans to go to one at the moment, so. Because there's not a lot of dealers around me, so I can't just go down the road for it, or anything like that. Alright, 29. It's going to be kind of stuck again. Hold on. Oh, that's not my $50 stack. Jeez, come on. Wow. It's definitely not coming back out. Not without some persuasion. Alright. Then we got the 36. That one doesn't want to go in either. There we go. Pop. And 37. Nice. And we only had 5 repeats. Honestly, not too bad. I was expecting a lot more 30s ones, but I think 30s is the least amount that we have. Pretty sure we have more teens than 20s too. So that's pretty good. That's not bad. One thing I noticed in this Whitman book is there's no reverse sections, which is kind of a shame. But and the books are cheap, so I can always get the Harris one. These are all the Whitman coin folders. I got tons of them. And then got a little bit of history on the Buffalo nickels themselves. What they're made out of, the weight, stuff like that. So if you're interested in this, you can pause it. I already read this stuff, so. But it's pretty cool. There we go. We have the start of a Buffalo book, finally. It's about time. I got Canadian books too, but we're not going to fill that out today. I think I'm about done here, because I want to eat some dinner and then get some rest for work tomorrow. But Buffalo Tube has been severely diminished, but they've gone to a better home. So, recap for this stream. Here we go. These are the $50 we pulled out. Stack. Let's see. 2009, 2010. These were just weird looking 71s. 04, 03, Denver and Philly, and one of each. Another Philly. Another Philly. Apparently I spoke too soon. And then this giant stack of 2020s. I think they were all Denvers too. Maybe one Philly? There's a Philly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Denvers and a Philly. We'll look at the book here real quick. Brand spanking new NAFCs. Let's see, 2020. And 2020 Philly and Denver. Oh, the Philly's lower mintage, so that makes sense. By $1 million. But they're definitely not MS63, but they're probably worth $1 a piece. You know, it's not too bad. Cool. All right. And eventually, you know, if we find too many of these, I'll just get rid of them. But that's a hunt. 03, 04, 09, 2010, and a bunch of 2020s. We skipped all the, you know, 2010s, but, oh wait, there's more here. Oh, 2 2001s, those are for me, and the green one. Don't forget the green one. We did find it painted. I wish it was on the front, but It's on the back. Oh well. It's nice and bright. So there we go. I think we're going to call it there, everybody. Good stream, though. I had fun tonight. I hope you guys did, too. Not that. Border. Is that back on? Okay. Yeah. Hope you guys had fun, too. I had a good time. It was nice filling out that Buffalo book, finally. That was a bit of housekeeping we had to get out of the way. But yeah, tomorrow night, pennies. If that's something you're interested in, come on back. It's hand-rolled, so who knows what's going to be in there. We're still hunting varieties. We pulled out a lot of Canadians out of it. A lot of, a couple wheat cents, mostly Canadians. And then some real beauty toners that have been sitting in those rolls for a long time. So, excited to see what else that brings. So that's the plan for tomorrow, and then hopefully by the stream tomorrow, I'll have a plan for what the rest of the week is going to look like. But for now, we're going to call it. Thanks everybody for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It was nice talking to you guys. I learned a lot from you guys tonight, and hopefully I was able to be of some use to you as well. But yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow night. You take care.